Lopez from AngryBananas.com, and welcome to another episode of the Rotten Banana Cast. And yes, we are back. It is after E3. The damage is done. Convention Center's now quiet. It's peaceful. It's kind of weird seeing that, but you know what?
Traffic is good.
Traffic is good.
Yeah,
Traffic
that's
is
true.
good. Wait. We hear a mysterious voice on the other end. This is a person I never heard. Introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Ash Paulsen. I am an editor for Udon Entertainment, a video game art book publisher. And,
Hell yeah.
and I work with Game Explain. And if you're into video games at all, you've probably heard of us because we record all sorts of discussions and walkthroughs and, on YouTube. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us today, Ash.
Thanks for having me.
I know it's Father's Day. I brought you guys out. I know I'm a dad. and this is what I'm going to do, guys. I love everybody out there, the 7,000 listeners that listen to our shit every fucking time we posted it up. But thank you guys for listening. I'm here. I'm doing it on Father's Day because I love you guys. And I'm drinking a beer, so don't mind if I start slurring. But yeah, thank you, Ash, for showing through. And Angel, you're here.
Again.
Always.
Like
always. You're always here. The other guys never show up.
Yeah.
Wilbur, I guess, will be joining us midway through the show, like always, late to the party. So we all woke up a little hungover.
Except
me
me.
and him.
Except me, I said no to the...
Yeah, I know, you said no. You're out of it. But Ash, where were we yesterday, by the way?
Yesterday we were at Twin Galaxies. We were playing a Mario Kart 8 tournament live on TwinGalaxiesLive.com. Mm-hmm. And it was fun. It was long though. It was a 9-round round robin tournament.
Quick thing, did it for the stream, was it through Twitch?
It was on their original stream, and then it went on to Twitch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I couldn't, because the thing is, like, I don't have a computer, so I have to
watch your phone.
Yeah,
you can watch it on your phone, Twitch.
It's just I couldn't fight. Like, when I would go to it, it would just a little thing would come out, and I was like, I can't watch them. Like, I wonder if it's through Twitch, but you know.
Yeah, it was through Twitch, and we were there for a very, very long time. I don't ever want to play Mario Kart anymore. I don't ever want to play the Dolphin level.
Oh, Dolphin Shoals. We got that. It was on random the whole time. This was like a 6-hour tournament or something.
Yeah.
And we must have gotten that course at least 8 or 9 times. It was
that one course.
Dolphin Shoals. Yeah, that one course.
Is it one of the new ones?
It's one of the new ones. It's just really boring. I think that's like a weird boring course.
I'm not a fan of it. And when I play it myself, just online random, I get Dolphin Shoals a lot too. So I'm wondering if maybe there's a little, just a little coding issue where that just shows up more often because it seems like it does.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want this level. Like, it was just bad. It was all bad. And the cool levels we wanted, we got them like towards the end of the night.
Yeah, like Mount Wario twice or something. Yeah.
Mount Wario.
We were all just dying.
Yeah.
Just hunger, and we all wanted to go home. It was just.
But you got everyone McNuggets, which
that's
is super
true.
kind of you.
I went from McNugget Run, which is like right next door to the chicken McDonald's.
Did you get that 40 piece?
Dude, I ordered so many nuggets, they ended up tossing like 2 free. Like, that's so
really?
Many
Wow.
2 boxes or 2 nuggets?
No. 2 boxes of 20-piece nuggets.
Yeah.
They were like, this is because we ordered like 160 nuggets.
What the fuck?
I didn't know there were that many. That's
a lot of people.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people, dude.
God damn.
Each box carries 20 nuggets.
I bet you they just gave you a fucking, like, a box of barbecue sauce alone, huh?
They did.
Yeah, they get
it was like,
ton.
The guy brought the box out. He's like, you're going to need this. And he just started dumping all the barbecue things in the bag.
See, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. The guy was
so
like,
remember, guys, now, if you go to McDonald's, you buy 100 McNuggets.
No, waste $25 worth of chicken nuggets, you're gonna come out clean.
Yeah,
promise me. You're gonna come out.
You're gonna at least get 1 extra box.
Yeah, you're gonna get 1 or 2.
Because they're gonna forget.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, to them they're like, you know what? We're gonna pop open all these nuggets. We might as well just start giving them all out. Doesn't matter.
Well, I'm surprised I'm here to live today because it's not only that I had those nuggets, I had promised my fiance pizza last night. So I went from nuggets to having pizza. So I'm surprised I'm alive today.
Really, you did end up buying a pizza?
Yeah, because she was asleep, but I came home and and had it ready for her. So she was excited about that. But I'm like, all this junk food so close together.
Man. You would have been like, you're like, did you eat her? You're like, no.
Yeah.
His blood literally turns to nuggets.
Yeah.
Ash's wife, please, I hope you're not listening to the show. He did not eat nuggets. He waited to eat pizza with you.
Yeah.
But so guys, like we always do in every show, I try to keep it consistent. What's everybody playing? Ash, what are you playing?
Oh, well, of course, Mario Kart 8 I'm playing. I'm also playing Final Fantasy X 10-2 HD Remaster.
Awesome. Nice.
I actually just started playing Entwine for the PS4 that was announced.
That was a really good game.
Really cool game.
Yeah. Really
And
cool
and I'm playing all the Game Boy Mega Man games that have been coming out on the 3DS Virtual Console for Mega Man. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything I've been playing. Oh, and Guacamelee on the Vita.
Okay, but you know, there's a Guacamole Ultra.
Yeah, like Super Turbo
Super
Edition.
Turbo
Wii U
Ultra
coming. Yeah.
Guac Edition.
Yeah.
So how you liking? Because I know you were picking up on the Mega Man games. How you going? Because you know I haven't played Mega Man Extreme in a very long time. Going back to that because it's a knockoff of Mega Man X, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much Mega Man X, but a down
Yeah,
version of it.
it's kind of like a Mega Man X and X2 remix because it has some elements from X2 in it as well.
Is it supposed to be going back from the future to the past?
Yeah, basically, it takes place.
Wait, they made like a brand new storyline for that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Almost, right? Didn't
Yeah,
they?
it was.
Okay.
It takes place between X2 and X3. It's kind of a ham-fisted news story, but you know, whatever.
Because I probably sorry to interrupt.
No.
I thought it was probably gonna be like a remake. You know, like they did for the PSP, the Mega Man X one.
Oh, I love that. Maverick Hunter X.
Oh, that
was
was
so good.
It was a good remake.
I'm still waiting for Mega Man Power Up 2, which will never happen.
It'll never happen, but that was so good.
I want it so bad. I don't know how many hours I spent on a level editor for that.
Oh, I know. Well, they were supposed to. Keiji Inafune wanted to remake the whole series for Maverick Hunter X and Mega Man Powered Up, but the PSP wasn't doing too well in the US at that time. So it just both games were released to kind of mess sales, and Capcom just said no, we're not doing it.
It would have been perfect if it just did X2.
Capcom, they got Monster Hunter already. Jesus.
They will. I mean, that's what's saving them right now.
Monster Hunter, yeah.
Monster Hunter saving the company. That's crazy.
Basically, yeah. It's Monster Hunter and Street Fighter, I guess. Street Fighter's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, I've been playing that.
Yeah.
More on that when it's my turn.
But yeah, Angel, what are you playing?
Well, like I said, I've been playing Ultra Street Fighter 4. So far it's pretty fun. Like they added, they added stuff that they should have been added like a long time ago, by at least 2012 version, which is now they're doing. Now you could directly upload your replays to YouTube from the replays was mostly for the online, but now you can do verses. You can actually record your verses like in Third Strike. I don't know.
Okay.
Remember on Third Strike you could record your.
Well, that option got taken off quick, right?
What do you mean?
Record the Third Strike.
No. In Third Strike it had it.
Okay.
In the console version it had it. But I'm saying for this one they finally gave you that option. Then they have like online training mode.
Okay.
So basically
That's
some
cool.
like brand new little features that I'm like. A lot of people have been like they should have been there a long time ago. It's true. But whatever. And then like of course they got the brand new characters. I haven't really tried them. I
don't think no one cares about them right now.
Actually, no. There's been some people playing them. Like I've been seeing people playing Poison, Rolento, some Hugo, the very little Hugo.
Elena, no love for Elena though.
Not really.
She's my favorite returning character is Elena. I've always loved her design.
Hey man, if you want to play, I got her.
I love her. I love her
Third
Third Strike design though, more than anything.
Yeah.
She's a lot more like I don't know. I like her stuff.
Well, and then of course there's DeCapra who.
Cammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with her, it's kind of the. I mean, I was telling Wilbur, I'm like, they didn't really make a brand. They didn't really make brand new characters for this.
No.
The main thing that they really invested on was like the freaking the balance changes. Because honestly, like the characters, they didn't really have to do much for the models. They already had them from freaking Street Fighter Cross Tekken. And then DiCaprio was basically what they do with Ryu and Ken. Just switch the face.
That's true.
Right.
She still plays like Cammy, almost.
Well, that she's a charge character and when she has some target combos, she actually doesn't really play like Cammy too much. There are some very small moments, but it's actually she's kind of her own character because I haven't really played her, but I've seen people use her, and she doesn't really play like Cammy. She does actually play like a charge character, but she does have some of her normals and whatnot. But like it's more of a distinguished like Ryu, like she's like a Cammy kind of clone, like like Ryu and Ken. But they have she has different properties and different brand new moves, so it's really cool. And then I've also been playing Red Dead Redemption. I still haven't beaten it. I've been doing a lot of
it's a good game. That's the game you have to beat too.
No, I know. I've been doing a lot of hunting. Remember last time I think
that's what you keep doing. You're a pack rat on that.
I don't know. It's fun to just right now I was trying to do the Master Hunter challenge. Because you know how there's challenges like you have to kill these many birds or whatnot. So there was the challenge that said kill 5 wolves with a knife. I was like, all right, I tried it out. I killed 2 wolves, and then the third one freaking came and killed my ass because I did. So I'm like, all right. So I did it again. I shot 2 wolves, and then this time I just took out the rest with a knife. And I'm gonna keep on continuing that game also. And then I well, me and you, we played a little bit of Battlefield.
We did play a little bit of Battlefield,
But then we got kind of frustrated because, I don't know, it's just... I came from playing Battlefield 2, Bad Company 2.
I know.
I really love that game.
Yeah.
Like, it was completely different from Call of Duty. It's just, I don't know, I feel like they're kind of trying to, I don't know. But anyways, and then also played a little bit of EDF.
Yeah, we did play a little bit of EDF. I forgot about that.
Oh! I beat the level. After, me and Carlos were playing, and for some reason we kept on getting disconnection issues.
I have no idea what the hell's going on.
It happened twice.
I know, I was like, well, typical shit.
And then we played it again, and we're playing, we're about to, I don't know if you ever played EDF.
No, I've got a huge fear of giant bugs, so I probably will never ever play that.
Even better, don't ever play that game.
It probably will never happen.
So, it's really fun. If you ever want to play, a good Starship Troopers kind of, concept, that's the perfect game for it.
That's as close as you're going to get.
Yeah.
I've heard it's great.
Yeah, no, it's really fun when,
it's
multiple
really
people...
cheesy.
Oh, yeah. It's really fun, when, one of the funniest moments is when it's me, Carlos, our friend Quincy, our tech guy, probably, podcast people know him, and then Johnny, which is a.k.a. Snipe Kills, he's been here a couple of times. When we play all together, I'll be the fencer, you'll usually be the...
different classes for
we'll all be, the different class, but the funny one is Quincy, when he uses, he's the air raider, which basically calls him support.
Pretty much throw a nuke in the middle of the arena, and everybody can die. You're you could be 5 feet away from it, and then...
he throws he basically is able to do target bombing runs and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I've been playing that, and then I have not touched my DS at all.
I'm surprised in Monster Hunter you're not.
I mean, the thing is I've been having trouble with my finger, and I'm afraid to kind of play it. Because it's it starts to hurt if I stretch. I don't know. I think it's.
Stop playing. You gotta stop
I
playing.
think it's that I'm getting carpal tunnel.
Oh no! you get. I got some of it playing Mario Kart yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I woke up today and I was like, oh man, I'm not even
No, it's not that my hand is my grip is losing. It's sometimes I feel when I'm holding my phone normally, I start to feel that stinging needle.
I get that sometimes, down here.
Right here,
I just shake my hand out though, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also
you get an exercise ball. You gotta kind of.
No, right here, and then my right on my wrist, it kind of it hurts if I push on it. So I should just go to the doctor, but I've been kind of trying to stay away from it.
The health podcast, by the way, is
health segment. For gamers. For gamers.
Health segment.
All the gamer problems: bad knees and freaking bad wrist.
Speaking of 3DS, I did actually just finish Kirby Triple Deluxe, which was awesome.
How was that?
It was great. I mean, I love Kirby. He's my favorite Nintendo character.
I want to get it, but I'm a really
huge,
humongous fan, and Angel knows Kirby Superstar.
Uh-huh.
So if it carries anything of that, then I will totally get it.
I would say it's probably the best traditional Kirby game since Superstar.
Okay.
64 was good, but it had some issues. Returns to Dreamland.
Too slow, 64. To me, it was really slow.
And Return to Dreamland, it was good, but it felt like it just didn't have a lot of personality to it.
Was that for the... I remember I played a freaking game, one of the Game Boy games.
Mirror?
Maybe Amazing Mirror or Squeak Squad or Mass Attack.
I forgot about Squeak Squad.
Yeah, a lot of it because not a lot of people played it.
No, I think it was for was it from the game? No, not the Game Boy Color. After the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. I think it was
Canvas Curse. The
Canvas Curse is so good.
No, I forgot which one it was. The thing is that I decided to play that because I wanted to.
I'm gonna get the change.
Okay. I wanted to play that because I wanted I played Superstar, and I fell in love with Superstar. I don't know if I remember I told you I used to play at my uncle's house.
Oh, fat ass! You might want to get him.
AK, that's Wilbur Brother guys. By the way, guys,
we'll keep talking.
Yeah.
Superstar is my favorite Kirby game of all time for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I might want to check it out then because I had my doubts. Oh, he opened the door already. It's over.
Okay.
I had my doubts about it. Because I was like, is it going to be similar, have the feel Superstar? Because I really love Superstar.
I mean, it definitely runs on the Return to Dreamland engine, you can tell. It's like a 3DS version of Return to Dreamland, but it has a lot more personality.
Gotcha.
And the 3D effects are excellent. It's definitely a game you want to play with the 3D on if you're down with that. I have played all my 3DS games with the stereoscopic all the way up, so... It's got great music. It's got a cool final boss. It's actually got a really epic final boss. So I think it was great.
Who developed this? Was it Hal again?
Yeah, Hal.
Okay. Well, they always do a good job on keeping it. seem to always do a good job on the Kirby series.
Oh yeah, I mean, and Kirby's just a crowd pleaser. You can't help but smile when you're playing a Kirby game, which is what I love. Yeah,
it has its silly moments.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I've been playing too much Dark Souls. Dark Souls. I hopped on Sleeping Dogs because I skipped out on it the first time around. I give it some props.
Yeah, I've heard it's actually really good.
There's some issues, kind of a lot of like, why this voice acting is just bad all around.
Uh-huh.
Well, look who's here! Finally decided to come to the show.
Yeah, it's funny you came right on time too. Like, so
we just started.
You look hungover, Will. Look, the audience is still here, but
I'm not. I'm not.
Nice to meet you.
Ash.
I've been playing Dark Souls. I went back to it and I lost over, I think, 100,000 souls.
Oh yeah, you wanted to play last time.
Yeah, and then losing 100,000 souls is like losing a lot of XP points. Like you went from level 50 back to level 10.
Right.
And I lost a lot of.
Have you ever played Dark Souls?
No, I'm not really. I'm at the point where I have so little time for gaming that I don't really want to play games that are unnecessarily difficult. I just I just want to be able to play games, finish them and move on to, and that's why I don't play MMOs. I don't play life sims like Animal Crossing just because not because I hate them, just because I don't have time.
Yeah.
I've been playing Tomodachi Life.
There you go.
You bought it, huh?
I bought it. It is. I don't know. This is one of the weirdest games I've ever played in my life. It is Sims with me, but everything you do around it, everybody has like weird stories. Like,
Carlos, I've been thinking of buying Bravely Default.
I think you probably should buy it.
Bravely Default's great. I reviewed that for Game Explain. It's excellent.
Yeah, no, it's funny because I was at Kmart last time. And I was like, I want to buy a video game, and like it is.
If you want to take a break from not doing so much monster hunting, I say get Bravely Default. Has a really great system, like a battle system in it.
No,
it automatically just battles it for you if you just hop into a monster fight.
Yeah,
it's great. It just keeps the pacing going.
One of my favorite things about Bravely Default actually is that it's got a selectable difficulty throughout the game. So if you want to just pick it up for a few days, grind through a few monsters, you can set it to easy, or you can turn the monster encounter rate to 0. Like you can really tailor that RPG to however you want to play it. Like you can make it super hard. You can make it really easy.
I'm actually kind of sold on that.
It's awesome. Yeah, it's great.
So you can change it at any time.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of the game.
Yeah. So like if you find yourself in a dungeon, you're almost dead, and you haven't saved in a while, you're freaking out. You just turn the encounter rate to 0. Run on out, save, and you're good to go. Like it's very user friendly in that sense, and I love that about it.
It's the first RPG that actually says, "Hey, we're gonna cut down the bullshit to you."
Yeah.
And that actually sold so well that Square is like, okay, we need to start doing games like this now.
Yeah, and they're bringing the second one in the U.S., so it's got great characters. The voice acting is excellent. It's great. It plays like an old school. It's basically Final Fantasy.
No, yeah, no,
it's like Final Fantasy 3.
I mean, because it's like if you ever listen to their podcast, Carlos would freaking rave about it. He's like, man, I had a little penny on my 3DS, so like I get encounter rates. I used to knock out when I woke up. I had and this is off the demo.
Yeah,
it's not even off the game. The demo.
Yeah. Just have it like. There you go.
I think that was private information.
It wasn't private.
I'm just saying.
I
was gonna say, but yeah, I've been playing Tomodachi. Tomodachi Life is fucking weird. Do I recommend it $40? No, I think it's probably worth $20 if anything. But it's a real quick. It's almost like a phone game. I feel to me like it's just like you open it, play a little bit, and then like. Alright, I'm done. Just close it. Off you go. And just end it from there. Let's see, I've been playing that. Broforce. I've been playing the hell out of Broforce. Broforce is a game that came out recently. It's on alpha right now. But it's pretty much these little pixelated guys that they all look like Rambo in the beginning. And if you keep saving people, they start switching over to heroes from the 90s. Like you get like Blade, you get Arnold Schwarzenegger from Commando, you get Cobra, the Sylvester Stallone's Cobra, like Terminator Arnold. It's like they become little pixelated people, or the guys from Boondock Saints, and each one of them have like a special. Like if you got Mr. T's special is a grenade that completely destroys everything.
That's awesome. It was like a van and like runs you over or something.
No. And then Terminator Arnold, his special is the machine gun.
That's perfect.
But he gets pushed back, which is pretty funny because he gets pushed back.
That's tight.
The Boondock Saints, if you get 2 characters, so there's 2 guys going with me. I don't know if you guys ever watched Boondock Saints. It's like the 2 little guys, the 2 brothers.
Nice.
If one of them dies, you could revive the other one. It's kind of funny because
That's
he puts a coin in his hand and it just wakes it back up. Blade does like a cool Mega Man Zero slash, which is pretty
nice.
fucking cool. It's like a rush slash attack.
Yeah.
The best one has to be Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris has the best one. He throws 100 grenades in one grenade throws into 100 grenades and blows up everything.
Speaking
Sounds
about
awesome.
speaking about
Think
Chuck
of it
Norris,
like it's the 90s heroes in Super Meat Boy fashion. You get one hit kills. You know, if you get hit once, you die.
Right.
There's so much shit going on. It's crazy.
that's cool.
And you get Judge Dredd. And Judge Dredd has like a giant nuke missile that just obliterates anything off the screen.
I would have thought it would have been the double whammy. Remember?
Oh yeah, no. This is Sylvester Stallone Judge Dredd.
No, I know, no. In the Sylvester Stallone movie, there's a part when like it's the start of the movie when he goes into the building, kills off anyone. There's a part when he's like double whammy. It's basically when he fires, it fires two shots.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have that one. No.
I have batteries.
Oh, the batteries are dying. Did you bring the charger?
Yeah.
All right, charge it up. Let's see. I also, but yeah, I think that's it. That's all I've been playing. Broforce. That's it. And I got to play Intertwine, which is way out there.
Yeah,
But
great.
we'll
That's
get
great.
to that. We'll get
Yeah.
to that soon. Will, Angry Banana News. What do we got going on? We have a lot of crap going on.
Yeah.
Anime Expo's around the corner. We're gonna have a nice old little booth. Are you gonna have a booth at Anime Expo, Ashton?
No, that's actually one of the few conventions I get to go to and just have fun. I don't have to
Okay,
work it,
good,
so
good,
I'm just
good.
gonna go chill and play some play some Brawl in the game
Okay.
room, and just hang out pretty
Yeah,
much.
okay, like that. Cool.
Will you help me charge it?
We're gonna have a booth at Anime Expo, so maybe you can swing by.
I,
We're
of
gonna
course,
have
will.
some great stuff. Let's see. We have 2 videos coming out. I think there's 2 videos coming out. One's coming out this week. You could take that battery thing off. It's already been charged. We have 2 videos coming out. The Loot Crate video just came out. Our unboxing Loot Crate. We
Oh, okay.
receiving Loot Crate boxes, which is kind of cool.
Oh, cool.
You know, so far so good. And if you're into like little knickknacks you can give out to people,
Mhm.
to me, like I just give them to them. I'm like, just take them. Why would I want this? Like,
Right. No, I grabbed about 20 PlayStation Now beta codes from E3 just to give them out on Twitter, and I won
Wait.
4 Smash Brothers shirts, and yeah.
Damn.
4 Smash Brothers shirts. God damn.
Yeah, well, it's because I kept, I got really good with Mega Man. I was able to learn him, which was good because he's like one of my favorite characters of all time,
Mhm.
and I've been waiting for him to be in Smash for ever
quick-
since Brawl.
Well, quick thing, what do you guys think of the Mii Fighter thing? The custom
I think
one?
that's kind of cool.
It's cool. I
I
don't
like
see
it.
myself using it that often,
Yeah.
but it's I figured it was going to happen. It made too much sense for me to finally be in Smash, so I figured that was going to
Yeah,
happen.
it's and it's funny because they have a sword, like
The brawler, the
and
sword,
then
and the gunner.
Yeah,
basically which is Mega Man, right? Like Mega Man.
It has like a Samus.
it's like a Samus type gun. Yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I won 4 Smash T-shirts as Mega Man, so I'm giving a few away on Twitter,
Oh, cool.
and yeah.
How can they follow you, Ash, on Twitter?
You can follow me. It's just my name, Ash Paulsen. ASHPAULSEN. It's the same for my Instagram.
There you
They're
go.
both just my name, which makes it easy.
Super easy.
Not SON, SEN. A lot of people
Okay.
make that mistake.
Oh, there you go. See? Don't make
Oh,
that mistake.
Sin.
Yeah.
Sin.
yeah,
like
Sin.
Sin City.
What?
Yes.
Huh? Put it in the backpack.
Can you put on laundry?
What? Wait, I wet? It's not wet, dude. It's fine. Let's see what else. I think that's it, right? Well, we just got the video coming out.
Yeah, I mean, other than finishing projects for Anime Expo, then yeah.
Yeah, we got that going on. We got some cool posters coming up. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all we can talk about right now, right?
Yeah.
I think that's it right now. Yeah. With that, I guess we'll go on to E3 wrap up. And we're back. Ash, that was a good song you picked because I'm gonna make you pick the song in between the break. So you better give me a good song.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay, you give me the
Nice.
soundtrack. You give me a good soundtrack to play. So, guys, E3 just finished. It was one hell of a 3 days. You can smell the funk in there. That still exists for sure.
Did it say
AKA
on you?
GameStop managers. Jeez, it's a good show. I wouldn't say it's the best show it was pretty disappointing. I think the South Hall was probably the best poppin' one out of everything. But it was over. It's a lot of crap that got announced. Nintendo did a good job in keeping every day something new to be unveiled. It was pretty good. It was a smart move on their part.
Nintendo really brought it this year.
Yeah.
I heard Xbox was like the worst one.
It was pretty boring.
Empty.
No, I think even when I was in a conference, I think I even wrote this. I was tweeting out the whole thing. I was like, I think this theme's Xbox is shiny swords, and you could play as a villain. That just seems to be like their thing.
I mean, I have to give them credit though. I mean, they really did They did a great job kind of refocusing their image on games, because a lot of people were like, TV, sports, TV, and this year they were all about the games. And I have to say, Sony wasn't. Sony had a snoozer of a conference at least midway through where they started talking about that damn Powers animated series or whatever, and their PlayStation Now stuff, PlayStation Plus stuff, where people just really wanted games. So about halfway through, the energy just drained out of the room for the Sony conference, whereas Microsoft, to their credit, kept it going, game after game after game.
Yeah. Sunset Overdrive was like their big push right now, I think.
Yeah, Sunset Overdrive was cool.
Sunset Overdrive with the same people that worked on Ratchet and Clank. I mean, it looks beautiful.
It looks awesome.
It looks really beautiful. It's one of those things that I was not expecting that game to be, and because they had an actual demo being playable. It looks good. It looks fun. Would it convince me to buy an Xbox One? No, not really. I mean, it's not to that point that I'm like, oh, cool, I need to get this. Like, even the Fable game, I wasn't even like.
Yeah, the one thing I saw there that I would want to play, if I had an Xbox One, was Forza Horizon 2, which looked beautiful. I love the music.
I saw your videos. Like, it looks like we had like a mini rave.
It was, yeah.
In the conference, we had like the little bracelet thing.
Yeah,
and it was
so cool.
On,
and I, my fiance and I both love raves. We're going to Electric Daisy Carnival next week. And,
you and our friend, good friend, Johnny, who's like always consistent guy. He's like super excited to go to EDC.
Yeah, no. So that part I love, but I just like that they were focusing on games. I was just hoping the one thing that could get me to buy an Xbox One is a honest to god Banjo-Kazooie 3 or 4, however you want to count that. And of course that hasn't happened. Yeah. But not another nuts and bolts, like another 3D platformer. Yeah. But then again, so much of the N64 talent at Rare is gone, so I don't know if it'd be the same.
I don't think they can capture that again.
Yeah.
Ever. But I think the biggest disappointment we got was that they were showing off. What was that game that you can create your own game?
Oh, Project Spark.
Yeah. I thought it was a joke.
Wow.
Yeah. I thought it was a joke.
For Microsoft?
Yeah, so it's like a game. It's like a game you can make games. You can customize and make your own games. And so throughout the whole thing, I never heard of it. So I'm watching. I'm like, oh, this looks pretty cheesy. I'm like, this looks very Disney-ish. And then Conquer comes out in the end. Conquer from Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah.
And he chainsaws the thing. And I'm like, oh, they're in my head. I'm like, they're geniuses. There was a setup for a Conquer game, and it wasn't. It was
it was just Conquer in Project Spark.
Yeah, that's it. I was like, and then in my head I'm like, oh, I see. You guys are not talented enough to make a Conquer's game, so you guys letting the community do it for you. Great, good stuff, guys.
Right.
It's horrible. You guys are horrible people.
Yeah.
Horrible, but there's nothing really pushing the Xbox One this year, aside from Call of Duty. But even that's getting old.
Yeah, although I have to say, I'm not a shooter fan at all. I don't care about Call of Duty one bit. But I have to say, Advanced Warfare is the first one in years that actually looks like I'd want to at least rent it from Redbox and play through the campaign.
I like what you said, rent it from Redbox.
Yeah, because I'm not going to play the multiplayer. But like the Kevin Spacey
not even
villain,
GameFly.
Yeah.
Redbox.
Yeah. But Kevin Spacey's kind of cool. Well, yeah, because I'm not going to play the multiplayer ever. Yeah. But like, Kevin Spacey's actually kind of compelling in it, and it seems like this is the first Call of Duty in years that's actually bringing breathing some new life into the franchise.
It's Titanfall with Elysium in it.
Yeah,
that's what I saw. Yeah, because all their body parts have the weird Elysium parts. Those like little pipe things, and they can punch hard and rip through stuff. All right.
They're literally kind of pushing the whole Titanfall.
I mean, did you play any titles on Xbox One when you were at the show?
I played some Killer Instinct and I played some Forza 2.
Okay.
Killer Instinct it's okay. I never was the biggest Killer Instinct fan.
They're making more characters, aren't they? Like
TJ Combo has just got announced, and then I'm quite sure everybody else is going to be announced.
Yeah. But it was okay. I'm not the biggest KI fan, and I don't know. I guess because I was playing against a pro who knew what he was doing, I just got totally rocked, which is fine. But
and also for Killer Instinct, I heard that they're gonna do something, some new combo system where you could start your combo in the air and also like from the air to the ground.
Oh, okay.
Air combo. Some shit.
for
I don't
them.
know what the hell it was. Like they're really pushing the whole combo system. I don't know. It's I read about it in, like on Ben Hubs and stuff.
I did play Forza 2, and that was looking great. The music's awesome, as you know, as it said in the trailer.
Is
Forza Horizon 2.
Yeah.
So is the soundtrack more electronic music this time?
Yeah,
around?
I think it's more
that's what they're
EDM.
pushing.
Yeah.
That's what I got the feel from.
Yeah.
Because there's literally like a rave concert in the game.
Damn.
So I'm like, all right. I
So
guess.
the festival is still there, the whole Horizon Festival?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was. I wanted to play Sunset Overdrive, but the line was always too long, and I had too many appointments to get to, so it just didn't work out. But yeah, I don't know. To me, this was Nintendo's year. You know, we know Nintendo's been struggling with the Wii U, but I gotta say they really brought it this year in a way that really shows they're listening to their fan base a lot more than I'm used to.
Their whole thing, if you guys read, the whole thing was Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
every
pretty much.
station was Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Every station. There was lines just people were playing Smash Brothers. They knew
yeah.
already. They're like, if we have it playable, they're gonna come by the hundreds, and exactly what they said.
No, I mean throughout the show, Nintendo's floor was by far the most populated. Even by Sony standards. I mean, PlayStation usually has a lot of people, and it had a good spread of people, but people were lining up in droves to play Smash. And they had the 3-day Treehouse stream going. They had the Invitational, which was they got the pro Smash announcers there. They got they really brought the hype with Smash Brothers. And Nintendo's kind of like the Disney of the game industry. They really play their hands close to their chest. They don't really listen to anyone in terms of what people think it should be doing, and that's fine. That can be great in a way, but this year it was a different Nintendo than we're used to seeing. It was a Nintendo who was listening and who was kind of more open and just like really about catering to the fans, which is I'm not used to seeing, but it was really cool.
Because you went to the tournament, right?
I did. I was actually able to go to the Invitational. I wasn't able to line up for a wristband, but I had a Nintendo rep come up to me while I was waiting in line to play Splatoon, and she said, "Do you want to go to the Invitational?" I'm like, "Sure, okay." And it was awesome. It was like a legit Smash tournament in terms of just the crowds and all the cheering and all the booing, and they didn't try to family it down at all. It was just straight up all the usual Smash hype. They had of course items on in the tournament, which I personally like. I'm not at all a Fox only Final Destination type player. I like having everything on. No, they had the 16 players from the pro community and the 3 announcers, and it was great. And they had every person got a voting booklet that you got to vote for your favorite character between each match. And Mega Man dominated that vote, which was great for me to see as a Mega Man fan.
Mega Man's getting a lot of love this time.
It's true. Unfortunately, the guy who was playing Mega Man in the tournament was awful, and I know he probably didn't have time to learn him, but neither did anyone else who was using the newcomer, so I don't think that's a legit excuse. And Mega Man deserved better because he didn't win a single match. And he was easily the worst player there.
Did anyone use Little Mac?
The Little Mac player did pretty well. I think the newcomer who did the best was a girl who was playing Wii Fit Trainer, and she was cleaning up.
Everyone was saying that. That's like a good character to watch out for.
I heard that. Because I heard that for like top tier, it's gonna be. So far, they see Kirby, the Wii Trainer, and then there was a third one. Pit. Yeah, Pit. Yeah, he's like top tier, and then like for bottom, they see Little Mac, but because he has a horrible air game.
Awful. His ground game's incredible.
Yeah, I heard he's gonna dominate really well in 1-1.
Yeah.
But then in 4 or multiple free for all, he's gonna do horrible.
And the 2 hardest to use newcomers so far for most people seem to be Rosalina and Mega Man. Yeah. I was able to learn Mega Man pretty handily after a few matches. It's just because his normals and his smashes aren't really actual punches. It's his regular A neutral is his Mega Buster, and his forward smash is his charge shot. So once you get used to the fact that your forward smash
he's not actually hitting people, he's actually shooting.
Yeah. So it takes a little to get used to, but but it does great knockback. So you've actually got a projectile smash that does great damage and knockback. And once you get used to that, it's like, oh, this is actually pretty powerful.
Because Little Mac has a really bad jump.
Oh yeah,
he is not a person you want in the air.
No,
you don't want to be stuck in the air with Mac because you're gonna get
I heard
all of his air attacks are whiffs, pretty much.
His jumping forward, he goes fast. Jumping back, it's like slow. Like you could tell he's a character you don't want.
His final smash isn't great either. Gigamac can take damage while he's Gigamac, and it wasn't the best final smash, and I think probably easily.
You know
the
who
worst.
he plays like Dudley. That's what he plays like.
Oh yeah, okay.
He plays like Dudley because he has a the down forward. It's like it's down forward.
Half circle.
The dash, it's half circle.
Yeah.
With the dash, but then he does the punch.
It's machine gun blow.
Yeah, he does that, but he's really open. He's super open, and it's like the little man. You got to be really good. Like it's like actually 1-on-1.
Yeah.
If he's on 4, he is gone. Like that guy's gonna get knocked out.
Also, I mean, isn't that usually the case with the tournament? It's 4, isn't it?
Yeah, usually it's
So he's screwed.
Yeah.
No.
Well, someone's gonna figure out like how to use it
to withstand, and then
because we only have 3 days, and 3 days is not enough.
No.
Also, they were saying
make a
like,
bracket. No one can make a bracket in 3 days.
Are you sure about that? That's
Yeah.
the Street Fighter community you're speaking of.
No, this is the melee community.
No, but they were also
Hate the
like,
melee community.
no, I also read like they were saying like it seems like Little Mac he'll probably if it's 4-on-4 he'll still have a chance. Is that it's gonna be level dependent. Like if it's not levels where like you're constantly like multi-tiered levels, like where you're jumping, you should be good. Like if it's like more of a flat kind of surface.
Final Destination.
Yeah, he'll be good on Final Destination, Battlefield, but like stages like Pokefloats, like if, for example, not that that's in the game, but stages like that just worthless.
He'll be. That's it. It'll knock him out quick. I mean, Nintendo brought it up this time around. I mean, they had the Amiibo.
Yeah, the Amiibo,
which is the little
NFC figures, which is exciting. I'm gonna want all of them.
Wait, he's in it?
Well, no. We're just saying talking about the figures right now.
The
Smash figures.
The NFC figures.
The figures that are gonna sell out like first day.
I'm gonna want those. I want every single one.
I want all of them. I'm like, I don't care. Me and him can use them. And then they're talking about how it's gonna start using for the 3DS. So they know that they I think they learned enough from watching Skylanders and Disney Infinity that they go, how are we gonna do it?
Yeah,
how are we gonna surpass these dudes? And they're like, hey, let's just use these for every Nintendo game we make from here on. And that's what they're doing.
I hope they dedicate.
No, well, they're saying that.
All I'm saying, Nintendo says something and they don't dedicate. I mean, look at the AR cards. So nobody that didn't follow through for shit.
Well, they did actually just release photos with Mario, which uses AR
cards.
But
what? That took 2-3
no,
years?
It's true. Yeah,
it's like who cares?
They do have a history of
it's like
not following through with their peripherals.
This is gonna be amazing. Blah blah. Then forget it. They'll forget. Just throw on whatever the fuck.
They can't fuck up this one right now because they're buying figures. This is something physical that's gonna cost them money. At the final manufacturer, they're gonna split the money with whoever they manufacture all this crap with, and the rights for each of those characters.
All I'm saying, it's an amazing idea. I mean,
it's gonna sell, man.
Because the whole Disney Infinity crap and the whole Skylar, I'm not gonna get into that. I don't care about those
Disney Infinity 2.0. That's why I was like, when we were there listening to the rep.
Yeah.
I had an appointment with Disney, and they were like, this is what we're going for, which is kind of cool. Now they have something in Disney Infinity 2 that didn't have in 1. So Disney Infinity 1 seemed like they noticed. They're like, we noticed a lot of people were buying it for the kids, and we were kind of hoping it was more for the teenager crowd, which that fell. And they're like, we noticed that it was difficult for kids to build stuff. So now they have, in part 2, you can just tell it, I want you to build a random building on this street. And they'll do it, and they'll start constructing it. Or you could tell this little...
kids are lazy nowadays.
I mean, but that's to give them the 2 options. It's like the basic mode and then the more expert mode when you can actually build stuff.
Imagine Mario Paint when it came out.
There was no instructions.
There was no instruction. There was you know what? You're an idiot. Here, I'll build you something, and then color it.
Yeah. Speaking of Mario Paint, I was actually super happy that Mario Maker has some of the aesthetic qualities of Mario Paint. They got the Undo Dog. They got the eraser. They've got the fly swat. Yeah, that was awesome. That was it just makes me happy that Nintendo hasn't forgotten about Mario Paint.
That's gonna be
awesome. That game was amazing.
That's gonna be. I think this. When does it come out?
2015.
So knowing that, they're gonna push it towards kids, not to adults. I know that.
It's
a good idea because kids want...
It's still gonna target anybody, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the nostalgia from just Mario Paint. I love Mario Paint. I still have Mario Paint, you know.
Yeah.
But I was so surprised when actually you can swap it to 3D. I was just amazed at that.
Yeah, and they said there are going to be more art styles in the final version, so probably Mario 2, Mario 3.
World. I saw Super
Mario World, yeah.
I want to combine Super Mario World with Superman Land 3. That's all.
Yoshi's Island, hand-drawn background with some other crap.
Right.
I don't know. Just amazing, man. But
No, it's going to be super cool,
Yeah.
and I still want to see a Mario Paint for Wii U. I mean, with the gamepad, that seems like it's
cool.
perfect.
Yeah, I don't see why
that's
not.
true.
Yeah, but no, Nintendo really brought it this year, and it was, and then, of course, even beyond Smash Brothers, Yoshi's Woolly World was ridiculously creative. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse is a sequel to one of my favorite Kirby games of all time. Canvas Curse is awesome. Hyrule Warriors, which has kind of come out of nowhere and looked really impressive.
It's changed a lot from what we used to see.
How is it?
I mean, if you like
Is
Dynasty
it
Wars,
listed? I was about to ask.
it's Dynasty Wars. It's like,
Yeah.
if you never played the Dynasty Wars, like our good friend Nelson, who's out there, who asked me, "What do you think of Hyrule Warriors?" I told him, "Did you ever play Dynasty Warriors?" No. Pick it up then. That's it.
Yeah.
Because that's your first impression of what to expect on any of that
That's
series.
true.
But it looks cool. I mean, the animation to Link and Zelda look cool. Like straight out, like you could tell these guys put a lot of love into like the finishing moves and everything.
Zelda's especially look really cool.
Like she's actually really cool to play with.
She's like a threat.
Yeah, it's nice to see a Zelda who's a playable character.
Yeah.
And actually, they've come out and said that more than half the playable characters in Hyrule Warriors are female, which is awesome for a lot of reasons, especially in the same 3 days where Ubisoft has come out and said, well, modeling female characters on top of male characters is just too much work. That's why we can't have female characters in our games.
You guys can
So get out of here.
Wait,
I
Ubisoft.
saw that.
They're in a lot of trouble for that right now.
I saw that article. I just didn't understand it. I was
Yeah.
like, "What do you mean? Just curve it up?
Yeah.
There should be like an autopilot. Like just curve it up."
Like they made. Oh, man. It's tricky.
And
man.
yes,
Like you made
just
Assassin's.
make Asian guy models and then
Yeah.
just curve 'em.
But they've got Zelda, they've got Midna, and then they've got another female character who's on the box art. We don't know who she is yet. But so apparently, and Impa. So we've got, 4 playable females there already, where apparently, it's just too difficult to make female playable characters.
Yet they made Assassin's Creed Libertation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They made Assassin's Creed Libertation, which has a female in it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm
And
like-
so their own game. Yeah.
Is that the new one?
No, it's like it's an old one. It came out for the PS Vita, but they recently brought it to the Xbox One.
Is that like digital sexism? What is that? Like, what do you call that? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, yeah, there's a whole. I mean, that's a whole debate for another podcast, probably.
Yeah,
I think so.
No,
I mean, even just say like, man, it's hard to make black people than white people. I'm just saying.
Dang. Like, damn, man, you guys just want to have more trouble.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're dumb, dude.
No,
And
no, it's because like I think that I probably saw the article you were talking about because they were talking about Assassin's Creed. They were saying something about women, like they have a woman character or something like that.
You know what? I think it's those nerds that never, got across women. The dating scene wasn't good for them.
Yeah.
Now they're just like, this is like against them. Kind of
They went to the point where they can animate it right.
Yeah.
What do we know about women? That's what they're saying. What do we know about women?
Yeah.
Guys.
What were you gonna say earlier?
I would say Smash Brothers too. This latest Smash Brothers has more female playable characters than ever too. We've got Palutena.
That's true.
Yeah, Rosalina. Female villager. Peach, Zelda. I mean, there's more. Yeah,
that's
females.
Good. That's a good role. And Samus, you got Samus.
Zero Suit Samus.
And Zero Suit Samus.
They have both, right? They have Zero Suit and regular Suit.
Yeah,
I wish Daisy was announced though. That would have been a cool installment for Smash. Like, wow, 2 princesses. Like, what the
Would you really be that different from Peach though?
Not okay. Maybe not Daisy. What's the girl Mario saved in the beginning? That one, his first girlfriend.
Oh, Pauline.
Oh, that would have been kind of cool.
All right, quick thing. Look, last time I was playing, I went to our friend Nelson's house because he has the Wii U, and then there's Peach, Daisy, and then there was Rosalina. What the hell's the difference between all 3 of them? Like,
well, different games.
No, you know that, but it's like Peach.
Rosalina.
Oh, you mean fighting wise?
No. I'm just asking like the story wise.
Don't get us in trouble now. Ubisoft already got in trouble. In trouble.
No. I just want to know because I was like I knew Daisy and like Peach. And like I know that
Daisy is the princess Mario saved in Super Mario Land,
and
in the Game Boy.
Sarasaland. She's like the princess of Sarasaland, whatever that is.
Some weird ass.
Princess Peach is the princess of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Rosalina is a goddess.
Yes.
So
goddess.
Yeah, Rosalina. She's like the goddess of the universe.
She's up in the pedestal.
Yeah.
She's above.
Yeah.
Peach.
She's from Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
No, it's because like last time I was playing, I was like, okay, I'm like, wait, I thought like for a minute, I'm like, I thought Daisy and Peach were the same one. Cause like, I'm not the biggest like Super Mario.
No, you play Sonic.
Yeah.
And you gave up on the second level. No, I'm not kidding. He only played on the second level. He never beat Sonic.
Yeah,
Oh, Marble Zone and Sonic 1? Or...
No, Sonic
second
2.
one.
Oh, Sonic,
Chemical Zone.
Chemical Plant. Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's understandable. The Mario universe is so hectic. You
Yeah.
know, it's like so many different plot lines.
Right.
Not as hectic as Kingdom Hearts.
Oh man.
It's like a whole...
Speaking of that, I played a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2.5, and I'm super hyped for that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I am a Kingdom Hearts hardcore fan.
Yeah, another one too.
I'm super into the storyline,
You
super
and
into the
Wilbur can get
timeline.
along really well.
Yeah.
Yes.
People say it's confusing. It's really not that confusing.
He's
To this
confused.
day, I don't know. To me, it's very confusing.
Really,
It's like
I don't think
when
it's too
when
bad.
I went through the first and second one, I just went through like as a game. It was amazing. Some of the storylines I understood. And then he's like telling me all this backstory and stuff. I'm like, dude, I don't know. But I played most of the games. They're fucking
Just
amazing.
look at it.
Well, it's
That doesn't help. But I mean, you have to go deep regardless.
it's pretty impressive how well Birth by Sleep, a PSP game, is translated into HD. It looks really nice. in HD.
Dude, it looks
really?
really
It's a
good.
PSP game.
Yeah.
It's really
They
incredible.
did a good job on moving that to.
It's
yeah.
not. It's not like Chain of Memories.
No.
Is that like that's Chain of Memories?
Yeah.
Right?
Birth by Sleep
Going into PS2, right? Because I heard that was a really bad port. It looked. I don't
No,
know,
this-
it looked
this-
lonely.
This time
That's what I
around-
heard.
This time around, it's Birth by Sleep. Looks
And
way
Chain of
better.
Memories had a pretty decent transition to PS2, but it was also originally a GBA game. This is,
Yeah.
Birth by Sleep is a core Kingdom Hearts game, being upported to the PS3, and it looks great. It's actually my favorite Kingdom Hearts game, so I can't wait to
Birth
really
by
play
Sleep?
it.
Yeah, you kind of have to agree.
And I mean, 2 is awesome too. I mean, I'm looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 2 HD just because it's Final Mix.
I just want to go in there and go to the Tron level and see how much
Yeah.
they've changed it, because I'm a big Tron fan.
Yeah.
So I really want to see how much they've changed. Like,
Yeah.
looking way, they did Tron 2 and Birth by Sleep.
Right.
And
Right.
then
and the
that
original
looked
Tron and
good,
Kingdom
but now
Hearts 2.
I'm really excited to see how they're both going to look like now.
I actually saw the footage of the rides. It's amazing. It looks amazing. Yeah.
Oh wait, you're talking about Kingdom Hearts 3?
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
it's
Having the
amazing.
rides?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks...
Well, I don't know. Like, I think on paper that just sounds silly. But to be like, let's just put the rides and all this is. Like, I don't know, but
That
it's
guy
fucking
was
amazing.
actually the Kiori. Remember Kiori, the lady from XD3.
Yes.
So she did a live talk with one of the people who helped build the concepts for all the Kingdom Hearts games. So they go through all the Disney games. He was on live on this little booth, and they were asking questions from Twitter. One of the questions was, "What rides would you want on the next Kingdom Hearts game? Like, what are your favorite rides, and what would you consider putting on there?" And he said, "My favorite one." He's like, "I wanted to put." It's just like he did the train one. He said he wants to put the parade. The parades that they have at night.
Oh, uh-huh.
He's like, I want to put the parades as one of the special moves. He said he also wanted to do something with the Haunted Mansion. Maybe to do. He's like, not necessarily the ride, but the ghosts themselves. He's like, I want to use the ghosts, like kind of figure out how to.
Or
use them.
level design of it.
He said he also would want to see older rides, like old rides that no longer exist. I don't know if you get. I don't know. I think. Well, I don't know. I went to Disney really young. But before the elephants, they used to be the rocket ships. They used to go up and down.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, so he wants that
I know
ride
where
to
to
be
go.
in the next Kingdom Hearts, where they all shoot out and of course blow up whoever it is.
It's
But-
funny how a ride will, it'll be an assist will only make sense in a Japanese game.
Mhm.
Like I mean, it's just like they can make anything as an assist or
For
as
summon.
Yeah.
summon. That's what I meant. Like a summon, it's like a ride. Like what the hell's going on?
Mhm.
But only in Japan, and it's like
Japan,
you can
they
make
like
anything.
That's why.
Don't make
that's-
anything into anything.
I mean, look at Pokemon. Fucking
Did you
actually
play
Pokemon.
Theater Rhythm?
That was actually one of my favorite games of the show.
Okay.
Theater Rhythm Curtain Call. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm a little biased. I played the original to death. I love rhythm games. I love Final Fantasy music. I love all video game music. But yeah, no, I played the crap out of Theater Rhythm, and I played every song in the Curtain Call demo several times. I also had to record footage for Game Explain, but I loved it. It's just more of what I loved about Theater Rhythm, but bigger and better and more of
Yeah,
it.
it looks like it has a lot more music this time around.
Well, yeah, it's got all the original games, music, and DLC, and then it's got like 120 songs on top of that, plus its own DLC. So after all DLC, it's going to have like 270 songs.
God damn.
But even before, though, just on the game card itself, it's like 221. There's so much content in that game. So if you haven't played Theatrhythm, don't get it because you're getting all the original games, DLC, and regular songs.
I kind of regret buying
game.
it for $10 now.
Right, for $10, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
But no, it was awesome. I'm so and like over 60 playable characters from across the entire franchise.
Cool.
They've got music from one of the main complaints about the original was it was only music from 1 through 13. They didn't have any of the spin-offs. So now they've got music from Tactics,
really?
Mystic Quest.
Oh wow, Mystic Quest.
Mystic
That's
Quest,
awesome.
Crystal Chronicles.
Okay.
All the
that
direct
is
seasons like
fun.
10-2, 13-2, Lightning Returns.
Wow.
So they've got all the games now, which is
cool.
awesome.
That's really cool.
I'm super excited about that, obviously.
Awesome. Man, this time this UE3 though, they had the Warner Brother booths, all the Ubisoft booths, all the Warner Brother booths were all lines. Nothing was accessible outside. You couldn't see any gameplay footage. You had to wait in the line to actually check out the game. That was the biggest complaint about. To me, I even said it. This reminded me a lot of E for All.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get to play
the Hall in general.
Arkham Knight or South Hall in general. I didn't get to play Arkham Knight. I didn't get to play Mortal Kombat 10. I did get to play some, or I got to see a hands-on demo of Assassin's Creed Unity, and I got to play Far Cry 4 for a bit. And Far Cry 4 was interesting. I'm not a shooter guy, but I got to play the gyrocopter demo. And I don't get vertigo or anything, but man, flying that gyrocopter in first person and like firing from it, and just the way the control, you see your legs in front of you on the gyrocopter. It's really like my stomach turned a bit. I was like, "Oh, this is weird." But it was cool. I mean, it felt like Far Cry 3 in the Himalayas, pretty much, which is fine.
Cool.
I mean, if you like Far Cry 3, I think you'll love this one. But, yeah.
I think my biggest favorite thing at the show was the Oculus booth. They were showing off
Oh, I didn't get
Eve.
to go.
They were showing off the Eve
Oh,
shooter game.
I did play that at GDC.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is super cool. You're using the Oculus, you can look back and you can see what's behind you. And it's cool because you start off in a ship and it goes, and like in a tube, it just goes when it goes off.
It's so cool.
It is like, just make a
For
Star
Eve? Damn, I didn't know that.
I was like, just make a Star Wars X-Men game. This would be fucking cool. Because you could look back everywhere you look.
Oh, Rogue Squadron?
It goes completely 360. Everything.
Imagine a Rogue Squadron with Oculus
That's
Rift.
Rogue Squadron. Yeah, Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
What happened to that, man? Like, going into, like...
Well, I think Nintendo had the rights for that, right? They
Did.
They have
Yeah,
that.
because it was on the GameCube.
Do they still have it?
I'm saying,
No,
like,
they
they always would bring it, on the
Yeah, but not
console.
anymore. Now they're doing Battlefield. Battlefield's the
yeah.
next one.
The most exciting thing for me about Oculus Rift, I don't know if any of you have seen, but there have been videos that people have like engineered the original Zelda or Pokemon Gold and Silver to work with the Oculus Rift.
Really?
It's awesome. So you get to see Zelda 1's Hyrule from a first-person perspective, and it's the coolest thing. Like it's the same thing with Pokemon Gold and Silver. Like they were exploring Johto, like the beginning of the game, from a first-person view, but it's all the 8-bit visuals or the 4-bit visuals in this case. And it's awesome.
Shit.
Like you get to see these old game worlds from a
Different
completely new perspective.
That's cool, man.
And I would buy an Oculus Rift just for that, as long as those projects didn't get shut
I
down.
would actually get it for Pokemon. I mean, like we've wanted an
Step in.
MMO Pokemon.
Step in and be actually behind the Pokemon.
I don't want to
Yeah.
have to select the move. I want to say it.
Uh-huh.
Thundershock
Very
Pikachu.
Yeah.
Thundershock.
Yeah.
I can see it with Oculus Rift in the underwear just right here for hours.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Angel hasn't moved there. His skin is attached to the seat now.
Yeah.
It's one with it.
I am one with my seat.
Yeah, this year's E3 was a little, it wasn't like the best thing. There wasn't a lot of games, and I could see why, because it was a transition from announcing the new games and the last bit of games that are still out for these new systems, for our old, PS3,
Old system.
Yeah.
360. Coming into now, it felt like, oh, this is only the games we have right now because everything's still in development, and everybody's still pissed off. And I think everybody could agree that no one cares about Last Guardian anymore. I think
I think people care
They've
about it. I
been-
think they're just becoming more and more just kind of...
They're getting
resigning.
done with the idea because, excuse me, I've been hearing I think I read 2 articles.
One that said cancel, one that said I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Really
it
got
was. I'm
them
like,
started,
so what the hell's going on
just,
with it?
just to verify, Carlos, we do care. So,
Yeah,
I mean-
IGN really, man,
Yeah.
they really stuck their foot in their mouth with that. They and to be fair, the editor-in-chief apologized. So, he did everything he could. But, yeah, I can't believe they reported that it had been canceled based on a single source, which was Sony Russia. Why would they, I don't know,
Sony
that
Russia?
shocked me.
Wait, Sony has a section in Russia?
Apparently they do.
we
but,
can't we cannot talk bad about Russia. Remember?
That's right. We can't talk bad about Russia. Our big fan base is in Russia.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Surprisingly,
Okay.
I'm surprised that this
That's
many
our
people
top-
talk
That's our
English.
top download.
That's
for
so
this
funny.
podcast.
Okay.
Because I
Yeah.
can see like the graph. I'm like, who's the biggest? Why is Russia so big? Like the numbers. America, step it up. We're number 2.
Yeah.
Well, in Russia, AngryBananas downloads you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to throw news towards Russia, come to the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the show is not sponsored by what's his name from Russia. What's his name? Damn,
Oh.
forget his name. The main guy,
Mm.
president. Whatever.
You're buzzed.
I am, but whatever.
I can tell it. Look.
We're not sponsored by any Russian corporate company whatsoever at all.
I don't know. I actually thought this year's E3 is pretty strong. I thought I thought Southpaw was a little meh this year, just because it seemed like Capcom wasn't really bringing anything.
Well,
Capcom had nothing.
Yeah, all they had was the show was
Monster Hunter Ultimate.
Ultra Street Fighter,
Yeah.
the Dead Rising new DLC, the Ultra
Which is pretty
Hyper,
cool,
which is
actually.
actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would admit it. I at first I was a little pissed off because I'm like, you guys have Power Stone stuff in there.
Yeah.
You guys just wasted the entire budget to make Power Stone
Well,
3.
they have Mega Man stuff in there too. You know,
I'm
and
like-
you know
like,
how that goes.
Quick thing about Capcom, like I mean, the only game I really care about besides I'll actually play besides Street Fighter and Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. It's funny. I was actually watching a stream. It was they were showing off Monster 4 Ultimate. They really didn't give out any new news.
Nah, they're not.
But
It's been announced.
I was looking at the game and I was like, I don't know. The game seemed kind of like a little bit more smoother.
Yeah,
And they-
turning smoother.
Yeah, and then like they mentioned, they're like, yeah, they really paid attention to the animations. So they're like, it looks to some people it's gonna look like it's fast. I'm like, oh, that's what it was. It's like they just really fixed the
They-
animations.
They have budget for animation?
Yeah, surprisingly.
Wow.
Hey, they
There's-
made. Hey, they
There's
give
not
them
DLC
money.
in there.
Yeah.
Somehow.
And then like also the other thing like I noticed is like, okay, you know how like you're gonna be able to like climb on walls and everything to like so you could. I noticed that like when you climb on a wall and you want to jump from the wall to like stab the crap out of the monster, you can jump pretty fucking far.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was looking at the whole stream. They were fighting the monster, and
Yeah.
also they had like a virus thing that like if you do enough damage to to certain monsters, you won't get this virus that they have that they like implement to the game, and you'll actually get a damage boost. But if you don't do it, like normally what happens in Monster Hunter is like you get like red life, which is recoverable life. After you get damaged, that will basically be non-existent. Like you'll just take the full damage from there.
But what's far? Like, it's like, what is far lunging from the wall?
Well,
is it like
It's like
X-Men Origin Warring lunging?
Where like
You
jump from
remember that?
one end, like jump like a football field.
Enemy lunging?
No, yeah, I mean, no, yeah. Actually, no. Besides the jump,
Whatever,
like,
anybody
no,
remembers that fucking game? But it was not that.
no. You actually will go like pretty far. Because honestly, like I didn't expect you like because they were saying like, oh, we want to do like different elevations. So now you could like literally jump off of like an elevated area to like do like a freaking smash like for I think a Devil May Cry, like do like a hard and down smash. But I didn't really expect that you'd be able to jump from the wall so far. And like you actually jump pretty far from it, like and do like pretty hard hit, which is pretty cool. Like I'm actually really gonna be digging that. Like as soon as I get I'm getting a day.
It's not gonna come out soon. It's not gonna come out
I know.
Next year, what, spring?
And I think it was
early
winter.
2015.
Yeah, early 2015.
Yeah, they said early 2015. So hopefully, like
They better hustle because they need the fucking money right now.
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were going to announce Resident Evil 7, to be honest.
I thought they were gonna say, "Hey guys, we're gonna bring Onimusha back."
Yeah.
And that's
Wow,
never
that
gonna
would
happen.
be
Yeah.
You know,
I would have been like, "Whoa, all right, let's do this," But not anymore.
I only played the second one. No, the second Onimusha.
You never played the third one?
Nah, well, I mean, I really enjoyed it. Like, at first I was a little thrown off because it was like the Resident Evil kind of controls. Basically, even if you're facing, up, you're gonna be. I mean, if you push down, basically it's like whatever direction. But yeah, I was like, it was a really fun game. I just never really got to play it.
They're playing their cards weird right now, which I know Ash is itching for a Mega Man game, and so am I. But
you know what? I mean, I
They're
am, but I have to
pushing
say
more for DLC, right?
yeah, a lot more digital stuff. But
They literally said it.
I have to say though, as much as I'm itching for a Mega Man game, they really did kind of make peace with me with Mega Man and Smash Brothers. I think that symbolizes more than a new Mega Man game ever would at this point or at this time, because with all the marketing Mega Man's getting and Sakurai with all the like the Pac-Man trailers, like we've got these 4 all-time legendary video game icons. Like
Kinda cool.
Mega Man's always being he's now being recognized as the icon that all of his fans know he's always been.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's and appearing in Smash Brothers and getting that endorsement from Nintendo kind of makes it more official. So I think that means more than a new game could, I think, at this point. And to see Mega Man, standing toe to toe with Sonic, Mario, and Pac-Man. I mean, that really does. It's like those are the big four.
Yeah,
the big
that's
four
crazy,
for all
that,
legacy
yeah.
gamers. It's awesome.
And I like how they were the trailer for Pac-Man was like the color scheme for each one of them.
It's like red,
cool.
blue, yellow. Like it was
Yeah.
really so. Just to have that kind of validation, I think is awesome for Mega Man fans after everything we've been through with Capcom.
Yeah.
But I do think it's about time for a 16-bit Mega Man X9. I'm shocked with as well as Mega Man 9 and 10 did. I'm really surprised it never happened. I guess it's because of the whole Inafune thing, leaving and with bad blood. So, but I'm just surprised that
They need to hit that reset button on Mega Man X because I love them. That's like my favorite series. Like Mega Man X and Mega Man are my favorite series.
I liked X8 a lot. I thought X8 was
Really?
a nice return to form. X7 and 6, whatever.
Yeah,
but I thought 8 was great, and it left on a cliffhanger.
Or not even that. They should just do a Mega Man, like go back and go, hey, remember how when we did Mega Man X4 and that was pretty cool? That was pretty cool. They should go back and be like, let's just animate everybody.
I'd love to see a Mega Man 11 that kind of looks like a new version of Mega Man 8, just plays better.
Yeah.
Because Mega Man 9 and 10 were cool, but I think the 8-bit
I just want some closure, man.
I know, I do too.
I want closure. Like, how did this dude die? Like, what happened?
I want closure on both series, Mega Man Classic and X.
Yeah, because it goes on from there to 0, and then 0 kind of closes the books there, and then that's it. But we never got closure. It's like
we have closure on.
Did you play all of 0? Mega Man
I beat all of 0.
Mega Man 0 as a series that has an amazing ending.
Yeah.
Like and
right?
I'm more of an X, but he dies, but he and X both still live on in the biometals in Mega Man ZX. But I'm an X fan, of course. He's like my favorite character ever. But even I have to say, I like 0, but 0's awesome in the 0 series. Like in his own series, he has such a cool character arc in that series.
I think I only play I think I only played like levels 1 and 2. I mean, not levels. The parts 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But it was a fun game. It was
3 and 4 started getting really crazy on the storyline.
Yeah.
What the?
Well, and 4 brings it back to Mega Man X5, which I thought was pretty cool. But Capcom. Hopefully, the Inafune thing can be left in the past, and they can do something with Mega Man.
Yeah, man. Because if not, he's gonna whoop their ass on fucking
Legends.
Mighty Number 9.
Mighty Number 9 is looking really cool.
Yeah.
Mega Man Legends 3, that still hurts.
I know.
That still hurts.
That
He's
hurts
still
a
stuck
lot.
on the moon after all these years.
I always wanted to.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's the thing about like Legends. Like I never got to fucking play it. I wanted to play it.
I have it, but it's sealed.
You're not
I'm not gonna.
You need to find
emulator.
You need to find a way to play it. Mega Man Legends
Emulator.
is.
I got you.
It's awesome.
It was ahead of its
It was
time.
amazing.
Yeah.
It was like super cool because it's like, wow, this is Mega Man, but you can like dig and escape. The whole premise of the game is for you to explore as much as possible.
Well, and it came out in the dark ages of kind of PS1 localization in terms of voice acting and stuff, but it had exemplary voice acting. It was like playing a Saturday morning cartoon, and that was back when all PS1 games had the worst voice acting. And somehow
I
it
thought you were gonna
managed.
say like that's the one back then when like it looked like a freaking Saturday morning
No.
cartoon.
Well, it did, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it had amazing voice acting in a time where all PS1 games had the worst
That's
voice
one
acting.
of our prints. Or something.
It kills me. Yeah, but speaking of Mega Man and Smash Brothers, I could not be happier with how he's been implemented. Sakurai and his team has done
I'm
such a
surprised
great
they
job.
put him in old school, like the way he stands.
It's like a 2014
Yeah,
version
it's
of
kinda
what Mega
funny how
Man would
he's
look
standing.
like. Yeah,
The way
You know
he looks
what'd
at
be
you.
funny?
it's great.
For in the box art for the new Super Smash Brothers, like they have like all the characters, and like for Mega Man, they don't have like the way he's gonna look in the game, but the old school one from that old poster.
The gun one.
Yeah.
That one?
You
The
know what
weird
I'm
human
talking about?
one?
Yeah. That'd be
Wait,
funny.
on the Smash? Wait,
No,
you saying
yeah.
this exists or not?
No,
No, I'm
okay,
saying it would
yeah.
be funny.
Oh, okay,
Right.
okay.
Like
Yeah.
it'd be funny if they do that like for like a special collector's edition or something.
Put it
like,
this way, like Nintendo can't be joking around right now. That's dead serious shit.
Their company's in the line this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, they've got a huge war chest. They're fine. They're not going to be going under or anything, but they need to get the Wii U on track.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like, I mean, in a weird twist of fate, the 3DS had almost nothing at E3 this year.
Yeah.
There were almost no
that?
3DSs on the floor
Yeah.
except for Smash 3DS.
Huh?
The guitar's already.
Okay, go for it.
And but the Wii U, they had all these games for the Wii U, so it was kind of a cool thing to see, like where they usually push the 3DS too much. Now they're really pushing Wii U. It's about time.
Yeah, that's what they needed to do.
Yeah.
Not like last year. Last year was a lot of 3DS. This
Yeah.
year it's like guys, please buy a Wii U. Please buy a Wii U. Like,
Yeah.
Smash Brothers.
So,
Smash
Wolver, are
Brothers.
you gonna finally buy a Wii U?
No, I'm not.
Are you gonna wait for
Mario
a price
Kart
drop?
convinced me.
I got one
last
day
month.
one. I love Nintendo. I didn't need. I've enjoyed my Wii U a lot. I
Well-
can't even say.
Well, the thing is that like our good friend, his wife bought him a Wii U. I think it was for the anniversary.
Yeah.
So he bought the Wii U, and like I think all of them went to on Friday, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, tried to go play it. So you just love the Mario Kart?
I like Mario Kart, but yesterday when we did that stream, I don't ever want to fucking play Mario Kart. For
It
a
was
good
too
while.
long. I mean,
It's
that
too
could have
long,
been
man.
5 rounds instead of 9. I mean,
I was
Who
won?
dying.
Yeah.
What place did he
Like,
stand?
Ash came in second, some other guy after that.
yeah, it was a guy who runs a Mario Kart time trial site, so I'm not surprised he won.
Oh,
'Cause
Yeah.
he's, I mean, I'm pretty good at Mario Kart. I consider myself pretty competitive in it, and I am. But
Mm.
that guy was on a whole different level, just because I think he runs time trials all
Yeah,
the time.
shit.
He was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Just give me time trials. Fuck that.
basically
Yeah.
he was like, okay, you drift here, you just go straight here, you drift,
Yeah.
drift.
Mm.
Yeah.
But no, it was fun. Me and Juan Carlos kind of kept vying back and forth, or second
Yeah.
and third, so that was pretty cool. And
And,
yeah,
I'm just saying, Mario Kart is the only game I drift going forward to get some boost.
But yeah, I don't ever want to play Mario Kart for a good bit. I literally was like,
Yeah,
Mario
yesterday
Kart
you
out.
look devastated,
Hey,
man.
I lost, like, horrible. It was in 8th place, dude.
Damn.
quick thing, how was I saw an article, they were like really like applauding the new Zelda graphics.
oh yeah.
for the new
Oh,
one.
yeah.
What little they showed, yeah, it was,
Yeah.
And I heard that it's gonna be open world, right?
yeah, it seemed like open world and
To a limit, of course, you know.
Yeah.
like any other.
yeah, and I was actually one of the ones that when they showed the new Link, I thought Link was a girl this time, which I thought would have been pretty cool.
That
But
would've been-
apparently Al Numa has confirmed that he's not. But
Yeah, that would have been cool, though.
He's
Yeah.
just
That would
very,
have been like,
he's
whoa.
just very, 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 very Japanese.
I guess so, yeah.
But knowing that, they're going to go back and redo them again. I can tell you straight
think
out.
so?
Yeah, I think. They're going to go back and go, we need to redo them again.
Some of them are-
Remove some stuff that make them more,
Show
more
the
male
ch-
features in them.
show the chest more. And shit.
Put some hair in.
But it looks cool. I mean, it looks...
I can't see Link with hair. Chest hair.
But it looks... The weapons look really cool this time around.
yeah, and I mean, I think it would be cool to have Link as a girl one because we know that most of the Links are different generations. You know,
Yeah.
it's the same,
Yeah.
same
It's never-
spirit,
yeah.
but different generations of you know.
And Zelda will be a guy.
Yeah, I mean, that could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It'll
mean,
be a king and a,
It can happen.
But yeah, you know, I was a little disappointed that after the teasing we got throughout the year that there wasn't more. I thought it would be further along. We might maybe get to see a little bit more of the gameplay or even play it. But I guess I said it's going to be playable next year. Yeah, so that was a little disappointing that we didn't get to see more Zelda. But you know, it was nice to see all the stuff they announced for the Wii U. And people can't really accuse Nintendo of not ever taking chances on new IPs now because we have 2 this year. We have Splatoon and we have Codename Steam. And Splatoon was honestly one of the most fun games I played at the show. They could release it now, and I feel like it would be a viable
Isn't
game.
it almost done? It looked like it was almost
But they
done.
said it was 2015, so it must not be that close.
So they're
But
probably like 50-40% in.
but no, that game was ridiculously fun. It's a
I didn't even get a chance to
4-on-4.
play it.
Yeah, no, it's hopefully release a demo or something, or maybe it'll be at PAX or something. But it's a 4-on-4 team shooter where you are spraying ink at the other opponent. You've got like pink ink and green ink, and when the winner is based on how much of your of the arena you can cover in your own ink. And there's a joke in there somewhere, but basically in your own ink you can become a squid and swim through the ink, and that refills your ink, your own ink, but you also go faster. So it's a great way to transport yourself through the level, so you can create your own pathways basically, and it's really really fun. And you can throw paint grenades to like splatter ink all over the enemy area.
It's kinda cool, yeah.
It was really fun. It's really compelling, and it's nice to see Nintendo going whole hog and creating a new
Taggart
IP.
is gonna be playing the crap out of that game.
What's the controls good though?
The controls are great. Yeah, I mean they were a little complex, but I mean nothing that it was hard to figure out. I mean it's going to be great for the Pro controller, and yeah, no, I love Splatoon. Project Steam, or Codename Steam, I was a little more ambivalent on. I was there live tweeting the roundtable where they announced it, but it was all right. I'm not big on strategy though, so it was hard for me to care. It was kind of like a Valkyria Chronicles type game, which I love Valkyria Chronicles, but the steampunk kind of thing was, I don't know, it seemed a little half baked to me.
Yeah.
But
And
that's
it-
just me.
And they did announce Xeno.
They gave it an official name, Xenoblade Chronicles X,
Yes,
which
there you
is
go,
kind of a
Xenoblade.
mad name.
Oh yeah,
kind
I
of,
heard
but-
about that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Xenoblade game is actually really good. If you
Xenoblade Chronicles itself is great, but yeah, I guess this is like a spiritual successor to it, and that's 2015 now. It slipped a little, but
I thought it was gonna come out this year for some reason.
Yeah, I did
maybe,
too.
You know, they were already been working on this as the first one.
Yeah.
Now,
But yeah, that's looking pretty cool. A lot of games, it seemed across all big three publishers, were like 2015 games. So
yeah, all of them are pushing for 2015. I mean, the biggest one that I think everybody should look out for was probably my favorite one on the show floor was Destiny. That was
Destiny.
Really good.
I actually got invited to the first look alpha, which I haven't downloaded yet, but I'm gonna check it out. I'm not not a big shooter guy, but I'm gonna see it.
I mean, it has a lot of like I was telling Wilbur today. It has Fallout, Borderlands, Mass Effect, and Halo like mixed in just nice. That it doesn't like take you too off. Like, you'll see a lot of Halo things in there. You'll be like, oh, that's Halo-ish, but then it'll leave when you start finding like loot. You start finding like weird stuff where people can hop in and out of your game. I know the alpha is just one player mode, I think, but
cool.
Yeah,
what we played behind closed doors was the multiplayer, and the multiplayer is actually really
competitive
really
or
fun.
co-op?
Okay, cool.
Competitive,
okay.
and you could do co-op too if you want to play like adventure kind
Yeah,
of thing.
because I mean I've been
Almost Borderlands, if anything.
No, I mean like for I think last time me and Wilbur we were watching a Destiny trailer, remember? Like, and there was some stuff that they were doing. I'm like, hey, that reminds me of Mass Effect.
So because Sony wants something that says, hey, this is who we are. This is what we're stapling ourselves to. That's why they're promoting the fuck out of Destiny right now, because they want those exclusives first to them. And I know they spent, I think their budget right now for marketing is $200 million. So I know that $100 million came from Sony to push it, because everything Destiny, I've heard less on the Xbox One and more on the PS4.
Mm-hmm. Well, because Sony's promoting it in a huge way.
Yeah.
Their conference was 25% Destiny first, big and better on PS4. So yeah,
and they're gonna swoop it up. I know that this year they're gonna see what sells, and then they're gonna go, well, whatever Destiny 2 we make, it's gonna be exclusively for the Sony PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean, like Bungie's like really. I mean, first off, Bungie already got was able to get a name off of the freaking Halo franchise alone, and then also add the fact that now they're like, you know what, we want to do our own thing. They want to do something totally different. I mean, it's not totally different, but they want to do something their own thing. And I'm not surprised that Sony's being like, I want to get dibs on that, because they saw how. I mean, let's be honest. Halo literally pushed the whole Xbox franchise.
Oh yeah, I mean
they pushed it to
Activision,
to where it is now.
Activision knows buying off Bungie was probably the smartest thing they can ever do right now, because they know that they have a lot of ideas, and Bungie saying that Microsoft, they wouldn't have launched Destiny or whatever other game. I'm quite sure they're working on another game right now as we speak.
Yeah.
But Activision knows, because Activision knows that Skylander's going to lose its run. They know that Call of Duty's already losing its run already. That's getting really fucking old.
Their franchise.
So they know damn well that they're going to go ahead and just say, hey, we need to get new IPs.
What happened to WoW?
I mean, to be fair though, is it really losing? I mean, I know
it's not really losing money, but
Ghost sold really well.
Well,
still.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty Ghost sold well. Skylanders is still selling really well, I think.
Skylanders is like their number one thing. I think it earned like $3 billion.
I mean, Call of Duty. I think what's going on is probably gamers are they're seeing that they're not getting they're not getting something new out of Call of Duty. They're really not.
Well, that's what Advanced Warfare might bring. I mean, just based on an outsider's look, like I said before, it looked like it was breathing some fresh air.
Yeah, there's some stuff in there that's new, because it's not normal guns. Everything's like laser.
No, okay.
But there is some hope.
Titanfall.
Yeah.
But even Titanfall fell through the cracks. Titanfall did good, but right now it's not doing so well with multiplayer. It's hard to get into a game.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
for
okay.
Xbox One.
Yeah.
PC, it's another story.
Okay.
Doing really
Titanfall
good.
seems like it almost feels like it kind of came and went a little fast. Like it was huge for a week or two.
But it's funny.
Then,
last year's E3, that was the biggest push. Titanfall.
Yeah, Titanfall.
And then Destiny was on the show floor last year, and no one gave a fuck about that.
Yeah.
Now this year, Titanfall had the smallest little booth, which is to show off the new DLC.
Yeah.
That didn't no one.
I think what one of the factors was that I think a lot of people were complaining that it didn't really have a campaign to it. It was just pure.
Yeah.
And then also the multiplayer on itself is, I think it's 8-on-8, but that they have AI.
Yeah, they have AIs in there when there's not enough players sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's not even that. They're still gonna have AI no matter what.
No.
It's gonna be 8-on-8, but they have extra AI characters, and players, they call them pilots because they're the only ones that can bring in the Titan or whatnot.
Mm.
So I know a lot of people some people they did have gripes about that, and then also on Xbox 360 that only runs at 30 frames per second, but that's something totally different.
Right.
But Titanfall, I wanted to play it out, but it is true, like what you said, is it was only popular for that good
for that one couple weeks, and then it just died off quick.
I actually played it yesterday for the first time. And it's pretty fucking awesome.
It's cool, but it just doesn't get.
But like you said, it's like you heard about it like crazy the first 2 weeks, and then it's just like
I'm almost sold completely on getting a PS4 now, almost 100%. There's a lot of games on there that I want because of the crossplay. Not just that, but
also that one game, the Bloodborne.
Yeah, the same guys that worked on Dark Souls. I got to see that. I was really impressed by that. So
really, see the trailer didn't impress me at all. At least
no, the trailer no. That was the biggest grudge I had because they did have a trailer out that they were going to show at the show, and they got leaked out through NeoGAF, and everybody saw it. Remember the Project Beast? That's what they call it, Project Beast. But they had gameplay footage of it, small little pieces of gameplay footage, and I guess they took it out. I guess that was for Tokyo Game Show, and now we're E3. So whoever leaked that is probably fired. But what they showed behind closed doors was pretty much a run through. I think it's a 30-minute playable demo. Mm-hmm. Well, no, you're not playing it; you just watching someone playing it. But it's still an early build, and it looks crazy.
Yeah,
it looks graphically and those dudes. If it's one thing that I give them props at from Software is that they know when they like a certain feel for something concept, they dig in crazy details. Because Dark Souls is based off Berserk, the anime style, the way the suits, the armors look, the way they sound.
Right.
So looking at this is very England, old England, 1800 England, with a weird dark side to it. All the buildings run down, super detailed. It's crazy. I want to see more, but I mean this game's not even done yet. I'm not even close. So.
Well, it's funny you said you're about sold on the PS4 because I've had one almost since launch. My fiance got me one, and I haven't used as much as I would have liked to, but I figured because there's been almost nothing coming out to the PS4 besides Infamous Second Son, I figured this would be Sony's chance to come out and say, hey, look at all these amazing games we have lined up for the rest of 2014. They didn't do that. Yeah. Most of their games are 2015. Yeah. What do we actually have?
Destiny.
We have Destiny. We have The Last of Us Remastered, which is a PS3 game, which is fine. But again, it's a remaster.
For those who skipped out on it, because you gotta admit, Last of Us did come out in the last push for hey, this is PS3's hurrah, last goodbye kind of.
Although we still have Kingdom Hearts coming out later this year.
Yeah, we still do have that.
But and then we got Drive Club, which wasn't even shown at the show, even though it's supposedly coming in September.
Drive Club looks really, really.
It looks great.
Quick thing, Drive Club, is that basically a replacement for Gran Turismo?
I don't think it's a replacement.
I think it's a new
franchise.
Yeah, they're trying to push that. If Forza can do a Forza Horizon, why can't we do it with you?
So it's going to
Gran
be.
Turismo's gone.
Huh?
No, it just came out. Gran Turismo 6 just came out.
Well, I mean,
somewhat just came out.
Yeah.
It came out a year ago.
Well, quick thing,
yeah.
All right, so Drive Club's gonna be more not simulator to a point.
Something like that.
Yeah, similar to a point, basically like Horizon. Similar to a point, but then their Gran Turismo is gonna still be their simulator-based genre.
Pretty much. It seems beautiful. I mean, and I'm looking.
No,
forward to it.
I looked at the graphics. They look beautiful.
Yeah, and
but I heard that it's 30 frames per second though.
Well, I don't know. Damn. Things always change. Why does that even matter anymore? I don't know why anybody cares about that.
I mean, I will say I appreciate 60 frames when it happens, but I'm not having a game not be 60 frames doesn't put me off of the game. It doesn't, Same thing whether it's 944p upscale or 720p upscale.
Mario Kart 8, when there's 4 people playing, that fucking frame rate drops ridiculous. And then when you go back to the highlights, holy shit, it's playing
Yeah. But people are complaining that Mario Kart 8 is 720p upscaled. It looks beautiful. Who cares?
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah, so
they know how to make it work, that's why.
Yeah.
But, man, I mean...
They're just tricking our eyes, fucking world.
Pretty much. I mean, there's... Man, I mean, PS4 had a good... The one thing that they're pushing the most is They're indie games.
I was gonna say there's a great indie lineup on PS4.
But there's great stuff coming out there.
Entwine just came out, and that's already it's like a cross between Journey and Dyad, which
you
I'm
gotta
super
get on
down
that.
with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you have a PS Intertwine, it is so good.
They announced it during the Sony conference.
Yeah, it's like you control. I don't know. You gotta look at it. It's like Resish kind of.
One thing I was gonna ask, I looked up I was going through trailers for E3, and there's one. It was I think it was called Murder Soul Suspect.
Oh, it's Square Enix's new game.
Yeah, I don't
What
know.
is-
That looks.
It looks.
Yeah.
It didn't get great reviews.
For me, I mean, I didn't. I just looked at the trailer. I'm like, I like the concept of it though.
I
think it's a really.
It's an interesting concept. Yeah.
It's just like I'm just wondering, like, how is that game gonna work?
Right.
Like, how is it that, like, how would the health system work? First off, like, you're already dead, so.
On the Oculus.
On the Oculus?
Yeah, you'd be throwing up.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, but it's like
It's already out. You know that game's already out.
What? Murder?
Yeah,
Yeah, it just
Really?
came out.
it just came out.
I
Yeah.
didn't know. I mean, like, I was looking at trailers. I'm like, and that's E3. I was like, fuck.
I did play Fantasy Music Evolve.
Oh, okay. How was
Like
that?
the game, the where you're like doing like the weird like almost composing. It was really fun. I liked it. I got to play with GPD from Cheap Ass Gamer.
Oh,
Played
okay.
it together.
Shoutouts.
It was cool. It was fun. It's fun if the game was $10.
How about
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not paying $60 for that. Hell no.
How about Arkham Knight? Because I saw some gameplay trailer. It looks
Arkham Knight is by far the definitive next Batman game. Like what we wanted, plus, and
the
then
city
everything.
looks a lot bigger.
Dude, it looks way more beautiful.
Yeah, no,
It looks like what it's. It looks like what.
a full-on city.
Yes, it's crazy, man. I don't know what to tell you, but that is also on my list. But that game's not even done at all.
No,
Whatever they
no,
showed,
no.
that was like an itch, like just like a little scratch.
No,
Holy shit.
I saw I was looking at a gameplay demo. They basically they did if for anyone that hasn't played like Arkham City, basically what it is that in order to keep on gliding, you have to like use the back claw, which is basically a grappling hook, and then like to keep on getting more altitude. Right here, it seems like that's not going to be a problem because like I was watching like the gameplay demo, like he's like he's diving down and he's going back up.
I got to play the new Persona fighting game, the Ultra Arena.
I did too. Persona 4 Ultimax,
Ultimax, yeah.
and man, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Like,
like
I
it.
love
I like
Persona
it. Yeah, me
anyway,
too.
but that game is
Yeah.
exceptionally gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. I got to play the Evil Within, which is, I told Wilbur, that is Silent Hill with Resident Evil 4 combined.
Oh, really? Okay.
And there is,
Man.
that game is really, 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 really gory. Like, when they kill you, it's like, you're like, oh, you're dead, right? No, they keep killing you. Even
Really?
when you're dead, like, I got a knife into the throat, and then I got cut, and then my body filled with the knife in my throat, and I'm thinking, oh, game over, like, okay, it ended. No, the AI comes and then starts pushing the knife more in.
Seriously?
Until my
Jeez.
head comes out with the fucking nerves are, like, coming
Damn.
out. It's like,
Jeez.
dude, okay, I get it, I die. Like,
That's
I'm
it's like Tomb Raider deaths. It's like
pretty
that.
much,
yeah.
yeah. Then I can tell that's what they went like, oh, we should do that. Like,
Yeah.
people love that squeamish stuff.
Yeah. No, I was actually, speaking of Atlas, I was kind of disappointed that Persona 4 Dancing All Night wasn't playable. I really wanted
Really?
to try
It wasn't
that.
there? I was looking
It
for it. I
wasn't
was like,
there,
what's your
yeah,
name?
and I really wanted to try it because it's made by the same people who do Hatsune Miku, which I also
Oh, really?
like.
Okay.
And Persona 4 and Persona in general has great music,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, they do.
I feel like it's going to be like the Persona version of Theater Rhythm, so I'm super down with that.
Yeah, me too.
And one game I did get to see behind closed doors was Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
Oh.
Wow, that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of a lapsed Metal Gear fan because I loved 3. I thought 4 is okay
3 is like
as
my
a
favorite
closer. 3 is incredible, and then I didn't play Peace Walker. I plan to get around to it, but man, 5, it is almost impossibly huge. Like all the detail in that game. I mean, you can tell it's still unfinished. Obviously, a lot of pop in and little shrubbery and stuff. But man, all the things you can do in that game, all the options you have in terms of how you want to infiltrate, enemy bases, all the little gameplay details, all the things you can do. It's massive, that game. Like it's impossibly huge. And I'm super excited to see how it turns out. And of course, we've got the trailers. Last year's trailer is one of the best trailers I've ever seen.
This year was like...
And this year's
What
good.
the-
It wasn't as great as last year's,
Yeah.
I thought, but it was still, the music in that trailer
Oh,
was
yeah,
awesome.
it was-
I mean,
it was good.
Kojima knows how to make a trailer, man.
Kojima watches a lot of American stuff.
Yeah,
that's,
yeah, you
that's
can
what
tell.
he
Yeah.
he is like a Hollywood buff. Like if I think there's there's a Tamagotchi song. Someone made a Tamagotchi song with Hideo Kojima, and it's explaining how Konami would never let him work on Zone of Enders or ever go back into working on what was the other game he worked on?
Snatcher.
Snatcher.
Yeah.
The remake of that, which is kind of true. I get his passion for Metal Gear, and I'm really hoping he goes and saves this. I mean, that's the only thing that company has going on.
Konami has fallen hard. I would say even more than Capcom. Konami
Did you see their booth?
Konami has nothing besides Metal Gear.
This is how crazy their booth is. It was completely private.
Yeah.
Like locked in close because they were showing Metal Gear Solid 5, right?
Yeah.
Their building was. I mean, their building wasn't as big as this floor.
Yeah.
And everything else was red, like a big red carpet. It was just empty spaces.
Remember, this is the same company that used to have Silent Hill, DDR, Castlevania, Pro Evolution Soccer, and Metal Gear. They had all these different franchises. They have let every single one of their franchises, and Frogger, and they have let every single one of their franchises die except for Metal Gear. It's really sad to see, and they used to have really big E3 floors.
Yeah, I remember last year they brought like the pinball machine. They had like a bunch of crap going on. I'm like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, they used to have the big DDR and
stayed there
karaoke revolution setups. Like, yeah, I mean, say what you will about Capcom, but at least they have a booth with a presence and stuff they're showing off. I mean, Konami has almost nothing. Same with Namco. Bandai Namco was hardly even there. I don't know if I even saw them.
Yeah, I don't
Were
think
they
I saw
even
them
there?
either.
Yeah. So I know Tales of Xillia 2 was being shown at the PlayStation floor, but yeah, I mean, they announced a new Dragon Ball game, I guess.
Actually, you know what? Namco was there, but they were in the meeting rooms.
Oh, is that why?
That's what they were, because they were showing off like the new Naruto game. They were showing off some other stuff.
Yeah.
Sega
though had a pretty decent booth. They had a big Sonic Boom display, which was
pushing the shit out of that because they know that it's like.
Well, and it's weird, I got to play Sonic Boom at the pre-E3 Judges event for Sega, and I'm a big Sonic fan. I don't believe in the Sonic cycle. I've loved all the recent Sonic games, Colors, Generations, whatever. I think Sonic's fine. But Sonic Boom, I was super excited about the announcement. I thought the redesigns were cool. Fine. Played the Wii U version. It was not ready to be shown off. It's a mess right now. It almost feels like Sega told, I can't remember the developer for the Wii U version, but, Big Red Button said, not ready? Too bad. We need something for E3. Put it out anyway. It's super glitchy. It's super, it looks like a last-gen game. It's not ready to be shown off. But what's unfortunate is that Sanzaru Games' 3DS version is looking excellent, but it's being overlooked because it's a 3DS version. And so people are assuming that the 3DS one is just a port of the Wii U one, when it's not. It's its own
2D,
game.
Right?
It's 2D, except for the tube running special stages, which are 3D, which are also great. But man, Sonic Boom 3DS, don't sleep on that because it's looking really, really good.
Why is it? That seems to be a trend. Like the 3DS versions are always the ones to knock it out of the park, to save the
Sonic. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, although I think the
Sonic
Wii U
Colors,
version
Sonic Colors was really great on the was it?
On
3DS, right?
But the Wii U version was really good, I thought. But the same with Sonic Lost World. I thought the Wii U one was actually better than the 3DS one. But no, Sonic Boom, it still has months to go, so the Wii U version could still, be saved, I think. But definitely the 3DS version is looking a lot better right now.
Yeah. I got to play a chance to play Hotline Miami 2, which was not on a show floor. It's right outside the convention center at Devolver Digital's booth. Actually, no, it was a campsite, if anything. They had a bunch of indie games. They were showing me the Hotline Miami 2 level editor, which now you can make your own levels. So this is the last.
Amazing.
This is the last Hotline Miami game they're gonna make because they got other IPs they want to work on. So they decided to kind of, and I interviewed Dennis, which will be up in the site, maybe up this week or so. Talked to the guy who does the level design, all the character design, and I asked him, like, so you guys not gonna make 3? He's like, no, I think we're gonna let the people make 3 now because they want people to really create some crazy levels, and they're like, you know what, we want to work on other IPs, but I don't think we can continue writing. And they know that there's people who love the series and they really attach to the characters, and so they know that, hey, if they make 3, it's the people that are gonna make 3, not us. You know, they're gonna make it, and that's why they made the level editor as easy as possible, and that's really cool. You can make a level in less than like 10 minutes if you really get it. I mean, it's super basic, super basic stuff.
Can you create like dialogue or something?
You can create dialogue for each character. You can make.
Can you create characters?
At the moment, he said no.
Yeah.
They're not gonna leave the source code open at all, so no one will be able to go in there and fuck with anything. But he said that they'll be making new new DLC, free DLC by the way, for the PC users.
Cool.
They still don't know how they're gonna go about it for the PS4 yet. You don't know.
Okay.
So if you're gonna pick up Hollow Knight, I mean, pick it up for the PC. Your chances are pretty high. I played another game called I'm Not a Hero.
Okay.
It's elevator action. You ever play elevator action? It's elevator action on crack.
Okay.
Because you can shoot like crazy. You can go behind.
All right.
Instead of going on doors, you kind of like dodge yourself from bullets. And each character has like a different. Like there's guys that can slide and shoot. There's a guy that can slide and shoot backwards, so he keeps going back instead of going forward.
Okay.
It's a 2D game. It's pretty cool. I got to play Counter Spy.
Okay.
That was a PS4 game. That was just really, really cool. I love if you're into like early 1960s spy kind of genre where like, you know, the guy is only wearing like a black sweater, kind of like Archer kind of ish. But the art style is really cool. That's in my radar. It's like for sure picking it up. It's really cool. I was not expecting that game to actually even make me play it again, but it's actually cool.
Okay.
Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
Oh.
The guys from Nicholas, which are great pals of ours, which we have an exclusive interview that's not going to go up till July because it's an announcement or something they got to announce soon. But yeah, they were really cool. I got to check out Isaac Rebirth. And they did a really good job making it very Super Nintendo-ish. Mm-hmm. It's really good. I don't know if you guys know Ed Munn. He did Super Meat Boy. It's a top-down kind of not Smash TV, but it has that element of Smash TV.
Okay.
But it's really cool. It's looking really great, and it's going to be out soon, I think. So,
okay.
I got to check out outside. I got to check out Payday, the new DLC for Payday 2. Mm-hmm. That was really cool. I played Payday 1. I didn't pick up Payday 2, but it's looking really good. And they got Gus from Breaking Bad in there, so that's kind of cool. Hearing him tell you what to fucking do. Mm-hmm. And I got to check out Tales from the Borderlands from Telltale Games. That was actually really good. Okay. I'm actually super excited. We got an interview with the PR, I think one of the main PR heads, and I got him to tell us a really cool exclusive. So that's going to be up there, so make sure you guys listen to that. That's has to do with the future of Borderlands. I think he might have slipped a little something about what might to come for Borderlands 3, and I think he kind of messed up on that one. But it's going to go up, so make sure you guys check that out. And then I got to play Borderlands pre-sequel.
Okay.
The in between 1 and 2, and I think it looks. Have you played Borderlands?
Played very little.
Okay, so this one, of course, takes place in space. And you can actually jump pretty high, and then you can do this cool ground pound on the floor, which wasn't on 2 or 1. So now this one, there's like elemental guns. So each element, you could like everything has like a shield has elements. You know, have guns elements. This time, your ground pounds can contain elements. So you can ground pound someone in the head and completely melt them with acid or poison, whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. The whole game, of course, is in space, so the less oxygen you have, it's kind of making you kill everybody quick, because then you're in space half of the time.
Right.
So if you lose oxygen, your health starts dropping ridiculous low.
Okay.
But it's cool seeing freezing somebody in space and kicking them and seeing their body parts kind of fly in the distance. And you think they're not going to disappear. It keeps flying out to space, like. You'll go kill someone. It's like, that's the same head that's keep floating for like hours.
Right, okay.
It's really cool to see stuff like that. Like little things in there. Of course, we played the PC version and not the Xbox 360 one. And we all know the Xbox 360 one's going to be a little choppy. But
yeah,
it looks great. Has the same formula for Borderlands. So is Telltale's game. I'm quite surprised they had Chris Hardwick doing one of the voices. Okay. They have the guy who does the voice of Joe from Family Guy.
I don't know.
He's come out in Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Emperor's New Groove? He's that big buff guy.
So okay. Yeah, I don't know his name.
Crunk. There you go.
Guy, yeah. That guy, that voice actor is actually one of the main voices in that show. But it's really cool. I got to check out some cool stuff here and there, and Sony's booth was very. I feel bad for everybody that was on the other side, because all those games were playable on the Sony booth. Every single game.
Right.
Aliens Isolation was like an hour wait, but you could play it at the Sony booth. Like,
was that scary?
Wow. Actually, it's really hard, and it's really scary.
Yeah, I they were saying like it was a pretty scary
very
game.
Difficult game. That game, you have to think how you're going to do stuff. Because, the alien's always going to follow you. And so you have to like crawl into like little small places, and you never know if it's going to see you or not, because it could smell you. It's like a weird, like, it's almost like you don't feel Rambo, you feel helpless, which is good, because I like feeling helpless. You feel helpless in that game. You don't got no like guns or anything like that.
So it's gonna be like Silent Hill.
No, I wouldn't call it Silent Hill. It's man, I don't know what to put it under.
It's literally the first survival horror game that we haven't seen in a long while.
Yeah, I'm just a little scared because it is Sega, and you know, just sometimes.
Well, Sega wasn't responsible for the last Aliens.
No, it was 2K.
Yeah, that was 2K and the
Gearbox.
Gearbox. So that was Sega really got kind of screwed on that deal, I think.
Yeah.
Because they just hired them to make it. Speaking of stuff I played at PlayStation, I got to play the whole Little Big Planet 3 demo.
How was that?
It was awesome. It was 4-player co-op, as they announced in the trailer at this conference, and it was really clever. I mean, Little Big Planet is always clever, but to have 4-player, the way that I was working together with I was Swoop, the bird who can fly, and there's of course Sackboy, Oddsock, and the other new character, Oddsock is new, and then there's Toggle, the big guy who can shrink himself, and it's just amazing how these 4 different characters' abilities kind of work together. It's incredibly creative, and I think having that 4-player co-op online is going to be really fun. And they also announced that every single user-created level in 1 and 2 is going to be ported over to 3.
Wow.
And upscaled. So it's going to look, which is that's awesome for people
crazy.
who are really into the creation.
All this cool Final Fantasy stuff.
Yeah.
Man, that's going to be that's pretty smart.
So that's looking great, and so that I think that is coming later this year. So that is something for PS4 that's coming this year. It's November, I think. And then I also played Valiant Hearts, which was gorgeous. It's a new game from the people who made Child of Light. It uses the UbiArt framework engine, the 2D, and it's a World War I game. It's kind of like a retelling of World War I. Really brutal, really dark, and sad, but really gorgeous. It's got this really great hand-drawn 2D animation, and it looks like it's going to be a tearjerker, one of those games, but which is fine. I mean, I love stuff like that, and I think it comes out in 2 weeks. So that's one to look out for sure. Valiant Hearts.
Is that the one that's more of like the civilians that went through the war rather than the soldier?
No, because you play as you play as like an explosives expert. You play as a medic. So I think it's you might play as civilians as well. I don't know, but the demo had you playing as
Okay.
I got to see a ton of Bayonetta 2 over at Nintendo.
That looks
it's looking
really
gorgeous.
Cool. And and you get Bayonetta 1 when you get Bayonetta 2, which has been an awesome deal.
Which is, and apparently it took them a year and a half to convert to the Wii U. So it is going to be like a Wii U version. It's not just like the...
And they have she has different costumes this time around, right? She has a Princess Peach,
Link,
Samus.
And I read an interview yesterday, actually, which I thought was really interesting. Originally, her Link costume, she was wearing an undershirt, and Nintendo actually approached Sega and said, Platinum, and said, hey, that doesn't really fit Bayonetta's character. Let's remove her undershirt. Nintendo did that.
What?
That was Nintendo.
That was Miyamoto.
This is definitely a new. This is just Nintendo's just definitely doing some.
That's
this
good.
Is thirsty Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean, Panic Nintendo is usually the best Nintendo. So. So that's Bayonetta 2 is looking great.
Panic at Nintendo's the best Nintendo. I like that.
It's true.
I like
He's right. Yeah.
And
and I got to play a lot of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
How was that?
It was great. I mean, when I was playing Super Mario 3D World, one of the things I said to myself, and a lot of people said, I think, was, man, these Captain Toad levels are so fun. I want to see more of these games, or more of these levels as DLC. And apparently this is a full retail game, which surprised me, but it takes the Captain Toad concept and really just goes whole hog with it. It's not what I thought it would be, which was just more Captain Toad. I played a minecart level, and you have to throw turnips, I think it is, to get all the things with levels, like the coins, and it's so you're on the TV, you just have Captain Toad riding a minecart, but on the gamepad it's first person. So you're tapping where you want to throw these turnips to collect everything, which you never saw anything like that in the 3D World levels. So they're taking this concept and they're doing boss fights with it. They're making a whole game out of this Captain Toad concept.
That's so funny. A character don't get me wrong. I think Toad is pretty cool in the sense that he's he's cute, he's lovable, but you never see that adventure side, and now seeing it, now it's kind of cool seeing that he's getting his own game.
It's not just I thought it would be a DLC pack of just new Captain Toad levels, but they're really going full with it. They're making a full So that's cool. I'm looking forward to it based on what I played, and
I hope it sells well, because then that'll give them a hint. Oh, maybe we should be making obscure games about obscure characters in the Nintendo universe. You know?
The one thing I didn't quite get that I played on Wii U, I just was wondering why it wasn't on 3DS, was Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, just because it looks beautiful, but you're looking at the gamepad the whole time, and not at the awesome HD visuals, because it's a Canvas Curse sequel, so you're drawing, and you have to look at the gamepad. But you're missing out on the great HD visuals because you're not looking at the TV, so why not just put it on 3DS? So I didn't quite... That seems like a game that's better suited for 3DS, but it was still super fun, don't get me wrong, I just don't... If you can't appreciate the HD visuals, then and it's got a really cool claymation animation style to it, but you can't really appreciate it that much because you're just always drawing, and it seems like a 3DS would be better for it. But
more suited, if anything.
Yeah,
the TV's like right here.
Yeah,
like,
and,
okay.
And I never once looked at the TV because I was focused on drawing, and but I mean it's super fun because it's I never thought we'd get a Canvas Curse sequel, and I'm really happy we are because that was one of the best Kirby games I think we ever had.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a more weird, almost like this is Kirby, and it was not a pinball game. It's not like it's like a complete thing.
Yeah,
I think Nintendo was really on the ball this time around, especially when they announced that the Amiibos or whatever Amiibo.
Yeah,
Amiibos are going to be working with Toad game, Mario Kart 8. I'm really kind of wondering how's it going to work for Mario Kart 8.
Me too. I was hoping they'd announce.
I'm really like.
Yeah. I was hoping they were going to announce Mario Kart 8 DLC. They didn't. Hopefully they will soon.
There's leaked images, right, of like apparently...
Those are proven false, unfortunately,
yeah. Okay.
But I'm still hoping to get more tracks. I mean, that's such an easy way for Nintendo to make money because every single person who owns Mario Kart 8 would buy every track they released.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of tracks in every game that I wish they were on. Yeah.
So I'm hoping they don't overlook that potential.
Oh, they're not. They know that this is what they need to do. I like I told in the previous podcast, they accepted that the internet exists now.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey guys, this internet thing, we've got to really take advantage of it. This is great stuff.
Yeah.
So knowing them, they know that they have to step it up. This year that they have to step it up with the figures. That's going to be like a number one hot seller.
Yeah.
If it's competing against Skylanders, there's a huge chance Skylanders is going to feel the pain. Like they're going to feel a really drastic loss.
Like you said, it's got the Skylanders addiction factor with characters that you actually care about.
I want it.
Yeah.
I want them.
Sure.
I honestly, genuinely want like little Mac figure. Like that's super cool. It's like
I want the Mega Man figure. I mean, are you kidding me? Like that's gonna. And they said they're making one of each character, including the third party characters. So there will be a Mega Man figure.
God. That's awesome.
Yeah, and like I said, I got to play Yoshi's Woolly World for a while, and that is like the Kirby's Epic Yarn concept and taken to the next level.
Yeah.
It already, even that demo, I felt was a more complete game and a more compelling experience than Kirby's Epic Yarn in general, which I thought was beautiful to look at, but as a game, I thought it was kind of but no, Yoshi's Woolly World, there are so many good ideas on display in that game, and just you can tell they really took the yarn concept and just ran with it.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised actually that it's not a 2014 release because it feels finished.
Yeah.
But I'm really looking forward to that, and I can't overstate how excellent Smash Brothers feels on Wii U.
Yeah, that I would admit.
I mean, the 3DS version's good, and once you get past the controls, it feels good.
Yeah.
Graphics look nice, but man, the Wii U version, I can't wait. I need that game.
That's gonna be like
right.
That's what's gonna
now.
like sell a lot of Wii U's.
Oh yeah, totally.
Smash Brothers and having the figure. It's like they're smart because they didn't ask. I'm quite sure they had the figures in their head. They're like, what the hell do we implement it on?
Yeah.
And I know they're like, what's coming out? It's gonna be big. Let's implement it with Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
They knew already. It's like if we got those two together, it could really sell. You know.
Yeah.
It could save the company. Well, I mean, not save it, but make more money if anything possible.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, they have Star Fox too, right? Star Fox.
Star Fox was like kind of half revealed. It was weird. Miyamoto apparently it was just a Star Fox 64, esque demo showing off kind of what they were thinking of, but it's very early in development. So I don't think it's going to be anything to do with 64 in the end. I think it's going to be a totally new game. But yeah, I almost wonder why they even it almost felt like they showed it just to kind of be like, "Where's Star Fox?" Like all the fans every year. Where's Star Fox? Where's Metroid? Where's F-Zero? So it seems like they wanted to at least say, "Hey, Star Fox is coming," but yeah, it's super early.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't get a new 2D Metroid. I thought for 3DS.
I
thought we were going
to get one too, and it just completely just.
And I really thought we were going to get Majora's Mask 3D, and we didn't.
Well, now he's like, "Oh shit, you guys want it now?" Like now he's listening. He's like, "No, I'm listening."
Well, no, we saw the hints in A Link Between Worlds. I think it's been in development for a while. Because what else has Grezzo been doing?
That's true.
But I'm just surprised we didn't get the announcement in E3. I thought it seems like it's about time.
I think so too. It would have pushed maybe the 3DS sales just a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But
these next few months for the 3DS are looking kind of bare.
I know next year, my prediction next year is they're gonna announce something new, system-wise, hardware-wise.
Because the 3DS still seems like it's still in the middle part of its life cycle.
Some kind of attachment. I know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like the
Like
power
better
pack.
speakers.
Like power pack. Like, oh hey, this boosts up the graphics a little bit. Like the N64.
I hope they don't do that because that'd be making it too bulky. But
No, they're gonna make a new redesigned 3DS.
The joystick,
Yeah.
the right
I kind of thought they
joystick.
would with the 3DS
Yeah.
Lite. I thought they would do a 3DS Lite this year
I thought
because
so too.
now they're all,
3DS
on the
Lite
website.
XL.
They're only showing the XL and the 2DS. They've
Okay.
completely phased out the original 3DS.
Yeah.
So I thought they might make a redesign of the smaller 3DS because the XL is obviously the more popular model for many reasons.
I mean,
but
they're gonna do a new hardware announcement next year, like
For
new
3DS,
3DS,
yeah.
3DS,
Think so.
and maybe a Wii U sort of like nice bundle starter pack. Something like that.
But I do
Because-
like that they've come out in force and shown that they're not abandoning the Wii U. The Wii U's they're committed to it.
They have to.
You
They
know,
have
for
to.
better or worse,
Give
they're
me
committed
so much
to it.
money. They have to.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people thought they were just going to kind of slowly kind of kill it, and they're not.
And they have that Itagaki game, right? The guy from Ninja
Devil's
Gaiden.
Third,
Yeah, Devil's
which
Third
is
an original Wii U game that's made from the guy from Ninja Gaiden. the
It's
original
Wii U
game.
exclusive.
It's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard
crazy
about
weird.
that.
Yeah.
I was very. That was my biggest like surprise. I was like, why this didn't get enough attention? That's my thing.
Yeah.
Is that why that game didn't get enough attention than the other ones? But
Smash.
Smash.
So we've got
Smashing the boards, dude.
we got a 33 character roster now at present for Smash, and between now and I think September 13th, I think is the Japanese 3DS release date.
Mhm.
We'll know who the rest of them are. So I'm thinking a roster in the mid 40s is kind of a safe.
fucking
It is
good.
a long thing.
Well,
Is
we still have the 3 unannounced newcomers from the Gamatsu League, which so far has been 100% accurate. So I
Okay.
think we're going to get those last 3 characters for sure.
Which we got?
There was a Gamatsu League last year that the first part of the league predicted Mega Man, Wii Fit Trainer, and someone else. And you know, you could say that the other 2 were decently, you know, that you could guess them. But Wii Fit Trainer, no one...
Turn it off.
no one would have guessed Wii Fit Trainer. So
I wouldn't have thought that either. I was like, why is
yeah,
the Wii Fit
and then
Trainer
the
on?
second part of the league came out, which you know guessed like 6 more characters, and so far the guy's 9 for 9. He's correctly
Damn.
predicted 9 characters out of 12, and the
Who
other
is
3,
this dude?
Damn.
Yeah.
This is-
and the other 3 are Crom from Fire Emblem Awakening, Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles, and the Chorusman from Rhythm Heaven, which I'm super hyped for if they're actually playable
Wow, that'd be
characters.
kind of cool.
Because I've always wanted Rhythm Heaven stuff in Smash Brothers. So we've got those 3 characters, and then we've got, you know, all the presumably returning veterans like Captain Falcon, who's got to come back, Ness coming back, Ice Climbers probably, you know. So I feel like, you know, there's still a good amount of characters for them to announce.
Yeah.
So probably I'm thinking somewhere in the low to mid 40s.
Okay.
Smash had, or Brawl had 39 with transformations, 35 without.
Oh,
So it seems like a mid 40.
so it's getting around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good solid lineup.
Yeah, I mean, this is the best roster we've ever seen in Smash. I mean, we've got all these Nintendo, you know, these new and returning Nintendo characters, plus Sonic, Mega Man, and Pac-Man. I mean, really, what more can you ask for?
Like the legends fight each other.
Yeah,
It's
like
kinda
what?
weird.
What could if I wish I could travel back in time.
Snake.
I don't know if Snake's coming back.
I don't think
After,
so,
yeah,
I heard, he
But,
was, I heard he was super top tier though for like.
he was a tricky character. Good Snake players are hard to beat in Brawl.
Meta Knight players beat Snake players. Snake players beat Meta Knight players.
Yeah,
Snake and Snake, well, that's not gonna go anywhere.
but yeah, I think I wish I could go back in time and show a screenshot of all 4 characters to like my 10-year-old self and say like, this is what it's gonna be like in the future.
Just wait. Just
You're
wait.
gonna
Like,
you would've
just wait
practiced?
20 years.
Well, it's because like that was the middle of the Super NES versus Genesis console wars, and you know, just
He's like, you're gonna see this fight.
yeah,
It's like, that's fake.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
that's like tips and tricks fake.
Yeah,
you know, when
exactly.
they do the April Fool stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, you know,
Oh, remember the Game Pro, like April
I
Fools?
used to always do that, and I used to always believe in them.
yeah. The EGM April Fools where Sonic and Tails were playable in Melee was the best.
Yeah.
Where you had to beat, I think you had to be like 100 or 10 characters in.
Wilbur did a good April's Fool joke, and it went around a lot.
Oh wait,
Oh, yeah?
the Vin Diesel?
Yeah.
He put Vin Diesel in the next Kingdom Hearts game. What was
No,
it?
really?
Yeah.
And
That's
he,
awesome.
He photoshopped it so good
That's awesome.
that it's Vin Diesel getting knocked out by
Yeah.
by a nobody, right? I think.
Yeah, by nobody, yeah.
And it looks so clean, and I
That's
posted
so
it up.
funny.
Everybody was
That's
everybody
so
was
funny.
like, "What? Vin
That's-
Diesel?" Like everybody
Because he
believed
was
it.
in the pacifier.
Yeah, the Pacifier. He was the Disney movie.
Yeah,
That's
so-
awesome.
So we made the story. We literally made the story, which was that Disney pushed the fact that the pacifier Vin Diesel was. I think at that time he already had blew it up as internet celebrity or something. So I was telling Wilbur, oh man, he came up with the idea. He went ahead and did it, and I was like, this is really.
It started
good.
off as a joke.
Yeah.
And then
And they spread it out. And
That's
people
awesome.
posting it up like, this is Kingdom Hearts 3, like for sure. I was like, guys, Vin Diesel will never be on it. You know?
That's so good. Yeah.
I
Wait,
got
didn't
the model from. He was in this one Wheelman. There you go, Wheelman.
Wheelman.
Oh,
Right,
I thought it was from the Butcher Bay one.
Nah.
Whoa, man, I remember now because it was an explosion.
Yeah.
It's literally Vin Diesel flying off because of a car explosion, and it's just nobody slicing him. And it was like, oh,
That's so awesome.
So what, Ash? I know you and me were the only ones at E3. Unfortunately, you guys didn't
I
go.
was working.
Show-wise, how do you rate this show? 1 to 10.
Oh, I guess I would give it a maybe a 7 or an 8. I thought it was a pretty good show.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'll give it like a 7. That's it.
Yeah, and I would give Nintendo's portion of it this year a 9 or a 10 easily. This
I'll
was a
give
great
it.
year for
I'll
Nintendo.
give you 10 to an 8 because I felt
Yeah.
like, as much as I wanted to see more, I felt I get
I give him a
some
9,
of
I
that.
guess. I give him a 9.
Okay.
I felt like a tease.
I felt like too much of a tease, but I felt like they could have done a little bit better because I'm like, there was less 3DS games and I played my 3DS a lot more, but
Mhm.
I can see the push towards the Wii U, so I give them props on that.
Mhm.
I'm just
Sony,
happy for
Sony
Ultimate.
booth, I give them an 8 as well because of the amount of indie games they had available and how
Mhm.
everything's cross-play now with the Vita. That's if you have one. But
Knock on
my,
wood.
my biggest gripe was that there wasn't any original Vita games coming out. Like,
Yeah.
all these are still in development.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys said that 2 years ago
Yeah.
and the year before, so something telling me something's up.
Didn't they show like a really quick snippet of Gravity Rush 2 at TGS last year, and then
Yeah, that's
nothing?
it. They didn't go
Nothing.
and
Yeah.
nothing after that.
Yeah.
I would have been happy to say, look, guys, we're gonna bring some old classic PS2 games.
Yeah.
back to, even that I would have been like, all right, cool, I'll give them
Mhm.
the no doubt about it. But yeah, they could have done a little bit better. But the Bloodborne game, that was in my list of like a really anticipated games. I'm a big Front Software fan. Let's see, Microsoft, I'll give them a 6 for me on my part.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'd probably give Sony and Microsoft comparable scores, like maybe a 7. I mean, I don't know. I thought Sony's booth was actually a little lacking this year in terms of just really compelling stuff to play, and especially they need more stuff for the PS4 this year, which they're not delivering.
Yeah, I mean, Destiny was a big push, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, I have to say, the Xbox One still has the more compelling lineup right now. At present, I think, and I don't have an Xbox One, and I don't want it, but in terms of people who have one currently, I think they have more of a choice of stuff to play, in my opinion.
Forza.
Exclusive content,
Yeah.
Forza, Titanfall, Sunset Overdrive coming later.
Yeah.
So I would give, I don't know, if we're talking about what was on the show floor, I'd give Microsoft maybe a 6 or, and Sony maybe like a 7. But in terms of the conferences, I think Microsoft's is a little stronger, personally.
Yeah, they're a little stronger. And then Nintendo was more focused and just Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I agree that I wish there's more 3DS stuff on the floor. Well, more than just Smash Brothers. But I think Nintendo really coming out in force with the Wii U was great, and I think them really, acknowledging their fans and kind of memes and jokes surrounding Nintendo, and just kind of interfacing with the fans in a more official way, I think was really great to see. So I definitely was happy with Nintendo this year.
And then E3 announced that they're coming back in LA next year, so that's good.
I didn't hear that, but I figured they would.
They would. I mean, this is like
where else are they really going to go? I mean,
really?
Yeah.
Penny Arcade, are you guys listening? Do PAX here. I
Yeah,
don't know why
really.
you guys don't fucking listen.
Yeah. Did they announce the dates for E3 next year?
They did. It's the same dates, I think.
Same days? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
they'll be the same dates. But it looks good. I'm hoping this year look like a ghost town. To me.
Hopefully next year we'll finally get more stuff on Final Fantasy 15, Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts 3, and The Last Guardian. I was shocked we didn't get anything on.
Next year needs to be the year where they just drop atomic bombs on everybody. Just go, Last Guardian, boom. Kingdom Hearts 3, boom. Legend of Zelda Open World playable demo. It's coming out later on this year. What? It's like they just have to do it now. They can't wait anymore. Everyone's holding off. Everyone's smart. Everyone's like, nah, we'll just wait next year.
Yeah.
But with that said, guys, we're gonna wrap this baby up. We're already at our 2-hour mark. We're
Wow.
good. So,
Surprise.
Wilbur, how can they follow your hungover ass? Follow him on Instagram. Hold up. Rap music playing in the background.
Let them pass by.
There you go. And they go. Was it whatever. Don't follow Will.
DUB something.
W13.
W13 DUBBYA13 on Instagram. Follow him. Angel.
I don't have no Instagram. All I
Okay,
have is a
skip mine.
Facebook. Jeez, wow, you don't even
Oh, if you have a Facebook, do you actually use it?
Sometimes.
There you
If
go.
anyone wants
Moving
to contact
on.
me,
Moving on.
if anyone wants to play with me on Xbox, live. I'm
Has
down
anybody
for it.
ever requested to play with you?
Actually, no.
Dang. Okay,
Yeah.
moving on.
Wow.
Let's see. We'll leave the best for you, but you can follow us, AngryBananas, on Twitter, on Instagram, official_AngryBananas. You should subscribe to us on YouTube. We'll be doing some stuff soon, so you can check out all the other videos that we do with Broken Pixels. But that's my part. Now we'll leave the best part for last.
Oh,
Ash.
thank you. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Ash Paulsen. It's just my name, ASHPAULSEN. Same thing on Facebook. My Nintendo Network ID is Maverick Hunter Ash, and my PSN ID is a regular Hunter X. So any of those things, you can get a hold of me on and play games or chat or whatever. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Game Explain. How can they reach you? Your stuff on Game Explain.
Just go specific. It's just really all of us. We're a team, so just go to Game Explain's YouTube account or GameExplain.com, and you'll find all of our crazy good walkthroughs, discussions, analyses. We did a awesome 15-minute Zelda Wii U trailer analysis recently. It's gotten like 80,000 views already, so that's pretty popular. And yeah, that's, our YouTube is our main presence. So
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for listening. However thousands of people in Russia are listening to us.
Yeah.
And just going like, yes, I understand this. Yeah, so thank you so much for listening, guys. Ash, name of this episode. Go.
oh man, oh jeez.
Oh,
I
geez.
wasn't even ready for this. How about the Fulton Pain? Because Metal Gear Solid 5 lets you carry everything back to Mother Base, and it was really funny.
Okay. Then that's what it is then.
There you go.
Alright, guys, with that, see y'all. And we'll be dropping some episodes after this podcast goes up. There'll be some more interviews with the guys from Hotline Miami, Dennis from Hotline Miami, the guys over at Broforce. We got some interviews with the people from Payday, people from Telltale. So make sure you guys sit back, not on this episode, but when it drops. So to them, see you guys next time.
Wait,
What?
for our Russian fans, pickle juice and vodka.
Oh, yeah.
Just leave it there.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll tell you right now.